Good evening, everyone. Hope we're going well. My God, it started again. It has started again. The chaos is already upon us. This is quite funny, actually. And I've copped a lot of it, but hey, that's fantasy for you, unfortunately. So, yeah, we've got to try and deal with this. Hang on, I'll chuck that over there. It's in the way of the TV. It's quite funny. This is how we're going to have to try and work around, chaos is a ladder. We're going to have to try and climb up this ladder. So, hang on. So, bloody hell. Let's have a look at the chat. What are we saying? What are we saying? What are we doing with Smith, says Marco? Holding. Definitely holding. There's too much other carnage, I think, to be trading him, because then you have to get him back, and apparently it's only soreness, so he could be back next week or even the week after. If he's injured, why is he even emergency? Lol, bet your sheets will update again, 5 cents for the bounce. IT Garcia or Hasty out for Ashcroft. That's what I've been tossing up. And I think I'm going Garcia out. Because at the end of the day, Garcia's sub. Yes, okay, there's a chance that he comes on in the first or second quarter and scores well. But there's also a chance he comes on in the last quarter, scores 15 points, goes down in cash, and his break-evens up. So he's not making cash. So at the end of the day, I was going to trade him anyway. He's not going to make cash. Worst case scenario is that he is someone that I'm going to want to bring in because he's going to make cash. You can always trade back into him if I really want to. But at the end of the day, he can go, and Hasty will stay for the time being. Oliver, I've Smith, Hugo, and Hasty. Who do I trade? I have 223k in the bank. I'll be keeping Smith and trading Hugo and Hasty. Go Hasty to Max Hall and go Hugo Garcia to Nevitt if you can get that done. If you can't get Nevitt, obviously it makes it a bit trickier, but you should be able to. You could probably just go Hasty to Nevitt, Hugo down to Max Hall. That's what I'll be doing, Oliver. Steve-O, does the VC loop hole not work anymore in fantasy draft? I VC Dawson to steal and made Finlayson captain. I hope the scores just hasn't updated yet. Yeah, it just wouldn't have updated yet, I wouldn't have thought. Thankful Best 18 says Rod. Oh, mate, you and me both. I don't know about you guys. Tell me your 4 lowest scores in this chat, because my 4 lowest scores, I've got a trainer 33. I took on the Reed 51, but it wouldn't have mattered because they're both going to be in my bottom 4 anyway. So I've got that score. I've got Perryman 43. Then I've got a Davidson 60 and a Horn Francis 62. They're my 4 lowest at the moment. And then next is Sanders at 69. So hopeful that everyone else, but I've still got Levi Ashcroft, I've still got Fino Sullivan, still got Xavier Lindsay, still got Sam Wicks, obviously, who's covering for the Garcia out, and Bailey Smith out. I feel like there's one other player that I'm not as confident. Driscoll, whether he does, I'm not sure, but few rookies still to play, which makes it interesting that I've already got a few of these really low scores. So, Henry, I've found that they take that update. Yeah, agreed. Yep. Alex, what a 24 hours we've had to decided to hold Smith, but had to play the Kaka or Garcia and trade the other. Steve-O, thanks for that, Henry. Thanks to Henry, they've updated now. Okay, cool. Alex, I chose Kako, which was a nightmare, but looks like I've lucked out with Garcia sub. Henry V, literally this one game, Perryman aside, has effed over everyone. Steve-O, Buzz, did you see Horn Francis give up a goal? Which goal are you talking about? I'm not sure. He probably did. But he wasn't great today. I shouldn't have started him. I wasn't really that keen. I went with him because of how good he looked in pre-season. I thought he could go 95. He was 60% owned. I thought I might as well start him. He's got Richmond in round 2 and he puts up a dud score. So, yeah, not great. Ben Hayes, I hate this round. I bring in Rankin for a sub and Jason France plays full forward. Yeah, the Rankin one sucks, but he still outscored Hornbag. So that just shows how poor Hornbag's been. So, Alex, I was 1k short of Smith to Rankin and would have 100% pulled the trigger. Oh, well, yeah, you probably... At least you didn't miss out on much. So, Jack, full on rage stream tonight. Bales, let's go. Oh, mate, I think we raged out last night, to be honest. I think this will just be a therapy session for all of us, I reckon. Hopefully our players tonight can score well, but who knows what carnage awaits us in the final 4 games of the round. Slipping Jimmy. Bales has probably had enough. No stream tonight, fellas. Was not happy last night. Today's no better. Oh, no, we still push through. Still push through. Still push through. Moonboy, g'day, Bales. Good to see you, mate. G'day, Moonboy. Hope you're going well. It's rough, yep. Castle Riches, it's rough out here. Yes, agreed. Hang on, I'm about to sneeze. Could feel that one coming. Brisbane Bloods, Bales, should I change my trade of Hasty to Lindsay to Garcia to Simpkin? Brisbane Bloods, I'd probably, if you can, I'd almost go Garcia to Lindsay, sorry, if you can do that. If you can do Garcia to Lindsay, I'd prefer to do that, make some cash. So, Slipping Jimmy, you can laugh at it's so bad, says Slipping Jimmy. I agreed. Jack Smith, hey Bales, is there any forwards left you would be confident enough to score to replace Smith? Also, if anyone's listening to here now, Chris Dechaul and Chris Scott, I'm hopeful that they're asking about Bailey Smith. So someone let me know in the comments if there's any update on Bailey Smith. Forwards that could score well from here, you've got obviously Simpkin. You got Parker if you want to go there. There's not many. I'm trying to think of the games tomorrow. So you've got there's no Brisbane forwards. No, I wouldn't be trading into Luke Jackson either. Like Ryan Myers, but are you trading into him? I wouldn't be trading Bailey Smith personally, Jack. I'd be keeping him. I wouldn't want to trade him out and he's back next week. Brisbane Bloods, I've Garcia in the forward line. Also, do I take Layla 62 or play Foss? Already have Perry, Hollins, Reed, Pryor. So Pryor got, I think, 60 odd, didn't he? I would play Foss in the hopes that he goes over, because at the end of the day, even if he doesn't, you'll get Pryor's score anyway, and then you'll get Reed's score. So at most, you'll lose 11 points by playing Foss, but there's a chance you gain some. So I'd prefer to take it on. Jack, harsh, but if you're top 100 after this week, you did 0 preseason research. Yeah, that's not a bad call, actually. I'm wondering to see how Marshall goes tonight. He didn't look great last week, so we'll see how he goes. I traded Hollins, by the way, says Oliver. Moonboy, Jesus, you have to be locked in all weekend these days. I agreed, Moonboy. But can you imagine if it wasn't rolling lockout? Imagine. Detached edits, this season's cooked. This is a first for me. Came 321 last year. Oh, mate, exactly. Ben, not happy as well. Jack Smith, Campo, Smith, Perryman, Davidson, lowest 4, says Jack. Oliver, best forward trade tarts for Garcia. Max Hall's probably the one. You can save a bit of cash there as well. I'd be doing that. Or Corey Warner, one of those two. Franco Russo, Never or O'Driscoll. I'm O'Driscoll out of the two. Tristan Addy, 30, 43, 48, and then Camporelli, he got subbed out last night, fair enough. Perryman and Holland, so they're your 3 low scores, Tristan. Jack, 43, 61, 62, 69, plus Foss, Nod, Ashcroft, Hall still to come. Ben Hayes this season sucks. Slipping Jimmy, he gave up 2 goals, actually. Oh, well, there you go. Could have been better, but yeah. What happened to Rankin, says Attached Edits? They just subbed him out. They're up by a fair bit, and they said, Rankin, you can take the last quarter and a half off, so he just kicked that goal as well. That probably could be up there for goal of the year with that goal. It's Edge says Stewart 140 tonight. Bales, here we go. Oh mate, I would love a Stewart 140. That would yeah, it would. As I said last night, as that guy that the betting one that would feed children, as it says, or feed families, whatever the bloody saying is. A Stewart 140 would be absolutely amazing. Ben Hayes, thank God for Dawson and Rosie. Yeah, I'm happy with both. Obviously, it's slightly frustrating that a lot of people had Rosie captain or don't own Dawson, had him VCO captain. They get 11 more points, but at least I've got both, so I'll definitely take it, considering all the carnage that's going around. Karen Shanahan, Jason on front, so on my chopping block for next week. I'll swap back out Smith, not sure who to bring in. Lindsay from Melbourne, not much cash. What a dog's breakfast this week is. Agreed, Karen. I wouldn't be trading Smith personally, and the Lindsay would be a guy I'd be looking at bringing in. Slipping Jimmy, Chris Scott said he was close to playing 1 week probably. Okay, good. Thank you, Slipping Jimmy. Very, very much appreciate you putting that in the chat. So I'll be definitely holding Bailey Smith. There's no point trading him if he's out for a week. If he's out for 3 weeks, potentially, but best 18, you keep him. Jack, Chris Scott just said they've every indication Baz will be right next week, whatever that means. Okay, cool. Yep, that's positive. So, Cheyenne Aruji got rid of Bailey Smith for Garcia. Far out. Nah, just jokes. Hope the stream goes well. Oh, mate, could you imagine? Ben Hayes, Richmond, big target against, I can see Nasai Wainimmer and Sinclair going well. Yeah, so an early trade I'm looking at doing with 370k in the bank is going Perryman up to Nasai next week. That's my aim. That's what I'd like to do. It's Edge. Stewart not warming up with midfielders. He doesn't know. Well, he's not really a midfielder though, right? He starts in the CBAs and he rolls back pretty much straight away. So I'm not too worried. And even if he's back in defence, there's probably some +6s on tap for him tonight, I think. BC Tommy, is Garcia effing sub? Yes, unfortunately, Tommy, he is. And we're all not happy about it. Brisbane Bloods, I can't get to Garcia to Lindsay, so would you go Hasty to Lindsay and hope Garcia can go well? Or go Garcia to Simon Parker? I'd go get Lindsay. I'd go Hasty to Lindsay and just hope that Garcia can come on and score some points. Is Garcia on field for you, Brisbane Bloods, and Hasty on the bench? Because if Garcia's on field and you've already got some low scores, you could look at Simpkin. But when does pivots mid-round normally work? That's the only thing that concerns me about just jumping on a Simpkin or a Parker. Yeah. Or Garcia down to Warner Hall and have Wicks and a rookie in the forward line on field. Yeah, Brisbane Bloods, it's tough. I would almost rather just get a Warner or Hall in the forward line if you wanted. Or just go get Lindsay and just upgrade Garcia next week and make that a mission to upgrade him. That's what I'd be doing personally. Because you don't want to just bring in Simpkin. I know he's okay, but is he going to be top 6? You want to be jumping on guys' value. I'd rather just jump to a Rankin or someone like that next week. So that's what I'd prefer to do. But it's tough. I'm not sure the rest of your team how it's all going. So Alex Smith very close. Last 24 hours to see and made the call. No real info regarding time frame. Yeah, so it sounds like it'll be next week. At worst case, the week after. Detached out, still ranked well, but about to control alt delete. IT, they mentioned on the radio that Rankin was getting his hammy looked at 10 minutes before he was subbed. They did, but Nixie said he's fine. I think he was fine. I think it was tactical. So Jack Stewart warming up with defenders, probably good to avoid Windhager tag first up. Tim Torrenas to go says Brisbane Bloods. Jack says Nick came after the game and confirmed he was rested and was all good. Brendan Wire, who scores more this week, Dunkley or Nasai Miller? Probably Dunkley. He's got a good matchup tonight though, Nasai, but I would imagine that Dunkley scores more. Hang on, I'm just double checking that my team is all done, ready to go. So Garcia out for Lindsay, Holland's out for Ashcroft, Stewart tonight. That's it from there. McRae tonight. And then I've got Hasty in utility, but I can't do anything else with him anyway, so he has to be in utility. Can't believe I've got to keep Hasty. That's a frustrating one. But yeah, team's all set, ready to go. Actually, I think did I pick Garcia in other formats as well? I believe I did. Well, I can't swap Garcia out anyway in RDT, so might as well just keep him there. And then Supercoach. What have we got here? Let's just have a look. Where's... So here Garcia's on the field. I can't do anything anyway. Actually, can I do this? See if I can quickly do it before it locks out. Yeah, cool. So Supercoach, I'll get Camporelli's 52. So there's that. Cool, and I got in just in time as well, about a minute to go. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to make sure that was done. Thanks, Slipping Jimmy doing the Lord's work. Space, Jack Graham injured. I'm so cooked. I have 500k cash going Garcia to Corey Warner. I think DC Lemon's probably going to have a lot of cash as well from what he said, I reckon. He might have a lot. He had started with 500k in the bank last week. So, Steve-O, who scores more, Sam Wicks or Brad Close for draft? That's a tough one. Maybe go Close tonight. Might kick some goals. But Wicks, I'm hopeful, get some +6s at Optus tomorrow against Freo. But we'll see. But I'd go Close. I guess maybe Wicks could have a high ceiling, but I'm not sure. Jack Garcia or Hasty to Hall. I'd be going Garcia out. 440k in the bank. Garcia to Hall and Hollands to Ashcroft. And if I don't trade Garcia's on field. Lucas Paberdi, hey mate, should I go for Hasty to hold to field him for Garcia forward or keep Hasty to Lindsay and have Garcia on field? I'd still go Garcia to Hasty. So it looks like Mitch Owens is tagging Tom Stewart, which is fantastic. I don't know why they're got to be tagging. So here we go. So I start Stewart. So Windhager's gone to Max Holmes and Stewart's getting tagged as well. That's brilliant. So both the St Kilda Geelong defenders we've got, both getting tagged. So fantastic. Jack McRae handball early, which is good. So yeah, I doubt Stewart's going to have a big game. I was looking at a 140, but it's probably not going to happen now, which is very frustrating. Give it to Stewart. Give it to Stewart. Yeah, good. Okay, Stewart at least has got a touch early. Stewart can get an 80. I'll take it. Oi! Ollie Henry, good mark early. Tony Ford, thoughts on essentially sacrificing F6 for a couple of weeks in order to fix up other areas, then we'd be able to fix F6 at round 5, would be rookie roulette between Hall, Davidson and Warner, F5, F6. If you've got some of those guys in round 5 as your forward line, I don't actually think it's too bad, to be honest. Not like everyone's got 6 forwards that we're happy with at the moment, and everyone's got other issues. So I'd be fine having a Warner / Davidson / whoever as like your F5, even in round 5 at the moment. Man, Bale, so much carnage, not fun. Yeah, Andy, mate, it's tough going. It's tough going. There's Marshall free kick. That'd be against DeConing. I apologise for all the DeConing owners out there. I'm obviously not an owner, so not necessarily wanting to go big. Probably that similar to what someone said last night. If he goes like a 75, 80 or even a 90, then that's fine. Well, call even. So Sinclair +6 here coming up. Might be having a shot for goal. He's another one I'll keep an eye on. Could go well against Richmond next week. So, but yeah, I've already got 23 likes on the stream. So appreciate 26 actually on the stream. So we got 150 last night. I wonder if we can beat that as well. Maybe not, but let's see. We'll try and see if we can. Ben Hayes on Cook, who goes first out of Perryman, Hollands and Day and Horn Francis. Horn Francis has got to stay, unfortunately. It's frustrating how bad he's been, but he's got to stay. He'll still be top 6. I still think he'll have a good score. He gave away 5 free kicks, gave up 2 goals. It should have been a lot bigger, but it wasn't. Oliver, 7 rookies on field. Am I cooked? Says Oliver. I don't think so. Not this week when people like Hollands and Perryman and stuff have dropped bad scores. I don't think you're going to lose out too much, to be honest. Holmes, SDK, McRae, says Alex. Yeah, so I've got Stewart, McRae. Is that it tonight? Stewart, McRae? Unless I'm forgetting someone. Because obviously Garcia's gone. Hasty's not there. Windhager, first goal for the Saints. Brisbane Buds decide to go Garcia to a forward primo because next week I have to trade Hollands and Perryman to probably Lindsay and the siren another primo defender. Would mean I trade to 3, transfer to 3 on field mid rooks. Okay, yep. Yeah, that's cool, Brisbane Buds. Yep, I think you've made the right call. Brisbane Buds, but that is just one idea. I can always edit the trade to get Corey Warner. I don't mind it. Depending on where you're looking at tomorrow, you can do that. But I don't mind it. 3 mid-rooks sounds good. Obviously, you miss Lindsay, but you can always get him next week. Stuart Back says it's edge. Yeah, so no midfield for him. He'll have some CBOs throughout the game, particularly if he's being tagged by Mitch Owens. They'll put him in the midfield to get him away from the tag. So we know that Geelong can do that now. Stewart has seen that if he gets tagged, he goes away. So again, like they're pushing and shoving the forward line. So you said currently, yeah, Stewart Back. Yeah. Henry V, wish I could have got Nevitt. He's going to go huge. Yeah, Nevitt's a good player. I'm looking at him this week to see how he goes and might bring him in next week. Here's Jack McRae. Kicks it. It's a good kick. Very good kick to Mason Wood. Tristan Addy, sell Perryman, take SDK, pocket 50k and change. Yep, I like it. Tony Ford, did you catch any of the Port game? Thoughts on Mariah's downgrade option? What did he score? What did Mariah score? Jack McRae +6 coming up. So McRae looks like a good start for Jack. Yeah, what did Mariah score? Because he obviously came on early as a sub, but he looked pretty good from what I saw. It's funny because a lot of people got one of Holmes or Stewart in their team. So I wish I'd just gone Nasai. I really do. But if I get Nasai next week anyway, it's not going to matter. Cal Wilkie down in the forward line. There's Nasai with a kick. That's Mitch Owens' mark. He's got 60. He could be. Brisbane Bloods, to me, it looks like SDK plays a bit like Jackson after rucking, playing as an on-ball midfielder. Yep, yeah, he does look like that. I just still worried that Reece Stanley's going to come in next week or the week after against Big O or Gawn, because Chris got said that during the week that they will probably use Stanley at some point, just a matter of when. To me, that screams he's coming in next week or the week after. So that's why I may not trade in SDK. I may just leave it now. I don't get the 120. So I might leave it, but I don't know. McRae's got more than one disposal. I don't know why. Sorry, more than 2 touches, hasn't he? Thought he had a handball. But St Kilda doing all the scoring early. Geelong yet to score. And if we look at all their players here, like you've got Ollie Henry, Mark Blitzarves, Tom Stewart, Jack Henry, Sam De Koning are the only ones that have actually got any points on the board for Geelong. A lot of players haven't scored yet. So good start by the Saints after a poor game last week. How about them Crowies, though? Those Crowies, very, very good. Obviously, a good start to the year with St Kilda and Geelong, and not trying to get ahead of myself too much, but it's looking good for the Crows. Hopefully, they can continue this moving forward. So I don't know if DeConing got the tackle there. Neil, not quite. Caminiti playing back, it seems. McRae, another touch, another kick. So it doesn't actually look like Mitch. Mitch Owens is on Conor O'Sullivan then, so it doesn't look like he was necessarily on Tom Stewart. Free that could be holding the ball. No. Oliver, lowest scores a Trainer 33, Berry 49, Perryman 43, and Davidson 60. Yeah, I know it sucks when you've had your 4 low scores already, and we still have 4 games to go. So actually, it looks like Stewart's on the bench. That might be why. Is Stewart? I'm assuming Stewart's on the bench. Unless he's in the corner here. No, so he's on the bench. Lawson Humphries, someone I'm watching as well. Obviously, it's a good matchup against St Kilda. So I think last time he played the Saints, he had a big 120 or something. IT Stewart stinker incoming. Oh, yeah, probably, knowing the way the round's going. But I hope not. If he can get to it 85, 90, and I'd take that, to be honest. Marshall a beast now, wowee, says Jack. It might have just been to get him through one game. We'll see how he goes tonight and scores, but obviously we'll drop a bit in cash, you would imagine, at least. He's the sort of player, though, that could just go 140 at any point and just not drop much cash at all. Caminiti, like a 30-metre handball. McRae again. McRae handball. Perryman SDK is a 200k loss on original prices. Yeah, right. This is going to be Mitch Owens' biggest first quarter yet, says Henry V. Premiership favourites, Bales. What date is the grand final? Hashtag hotel rooms. Oh, mate, I've booked them. No, as I said, good start by the Crows, but I think we know that Saints aren't going to be as good this year, and Essendon as well are probably going to be sort of towards that bottom 6 to 8. So, yeah, good start, and obviously good because we were bottom 6 last year, but hopefully we can continue that. So, I don't know, Stewart on the bench or what? Where is he? So, Jack Steele, handball. Marshall kick, so Marshall getting busy. There's Stewart, intercept mark, good. If he can just get to a solid score, even if he's... So there's DeConing playing defence, getting the kick there to find Jai Clark. Do you follow F1, says Brisbane Bloods, Piastri pole position? I don't, but my cousin, obviously, that Let's Talk Motorsport, you guys have probably seen him in here in the chat every now and again. He obviously does a heap of that and he follows it all. So I sort of know what's happening. And obviously, if Piastri is doing well, then that's obviously a positive as for the Aussie. So I'll always support him, but just don't get time to watch it, unfortunately. The IPL starts tonight, which I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to watching that later on tonight. It's at a good time as well. Well, for me anyway. Later at night after the footy, get to sit down and watch the IPL. So I watched for the first time last year and loved it. So I'll be watching that again this year. Zane Thorstenson, is Colby McKercher a good option in defence? No, Zane, I wouldn't be looking at him, I don't think. He'll be a good player for North, but I don't think he'll score well enough for fantasy, I don't think. Chad Warner forward status, says Steve-O. Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like he could get forward status, so something to watch. Zane Thorstenson, should I keep Day? Mate, Day is the least of our priorities the way all the other players are going. I know he's got the Bedford tag next week. Okay, we wear the poor score, but he'll be fine after that, I think. So, definitely not. I don't think he's a priority at all. Considering that we've had all these other issues, other rookies, other players go poorly. I think we take the poor score from Day next week if it is poor, and we move on, I think. Tony Ford, I've gone from not wanting many rookies on field to now wanting to get more on field. Exactly. Jack, blitz halves on Marshall at the moment. They're just in the ruck at the moment, Jack. Yeah, I know, but Tony, it is like that, isn't it? We want more rookies on the field, don't we? So, yeah, very, very interesting. Any other good players going to get a position change you're looking at? Laird's getting defender status, so I don't know if he scored particularly great today, but he'll get defender status. Could be an option potentially to look at. Chad Warner, obviously mentioned before, can get forward status, so he would be a definite option in the forward line if he can go an average pretty well. Others, I'm not exactly 100% sure at the moment. Obviously, some players will get another position, like SDK will get ruck status and whatever. There's Sinclair +6. Sinclair really could be a pod option I look at next week. I'm looking at him on a siren as they're playing Richmond. And I'm upgrading Perryman as well. So it almost might come down to who's cheaper. So I still think it might be Nasai because I think Sinclair's the obvious target back there. Steve-O, any other good... Oh, yeah, I said that before. So we've done that. So 11 minutes to go in the quarter. So Sinclair up to 21 as well. Good start for him. McRae up on to 14 as well. Jai Clark on 13. Bit of a throw up from last year. And goal for Geelong. Goal for Tyson Stengel. Layla's still an option. Scored 62, says Tony Ford. I think he is. Yep, I think he is. He might be a bit too expensive now. But the positive thing with him is, even in the last call when they were getting beaten, they put him in the midfield. And he actually played really well. I think he ended up scoring really, really good, actually. I think he ended up with like 30-something in the last quarter and got to that 62. So if he can do that, then that's a positive. If he can have a quarter where he goes in the midfield and scores well, to just get 50s and 60s to tick that cash over, particularly because we know his job security is better, and that's why I started him, because his job security is better than some of these other guys, so that's why I went with him. Nevitt Nowhere says, Jack, yeah, I haven't seen Nevitt yet, so that'll be interesting to see how he goes. Will my boy Hef be in a video soon, says Steve-O? Yes, he will. Yep, yeah, we're getting Hef on. Last year, we obviously tried to get him on, but we know that he was quite busy, and he was always busy on a Sunday night and whenever we do pods, whereas he said that this year he's a little bit more freer, and he should be able to jump on a couple of episodes. So you will definitely see Hef make his Fantasy Fanatics pod debut at some point. So we'll see exactly when that is. But yeah, definitely have him on, Steve. Oliver, I thought my trades were going Day and Perryman. I was really wrong. Yeah, I know. It's absolute carnage this week. There's a tackle for Nasai there. Henry V. Glad I missed Never. Always knew he was overhyped. Let's just call it now. Still half a quarter to go. You could still easily rack up 10, 15 points and then still score an 80, and it's still a fine pick. We just have to see what he scores from here, and we'll obviously sort of look at it from that point. But if he was to fail as well, this is just... It's almost tricky to see where the cash is going to come from. Do you have Max Hulse, Steve-O? No, I don't, unfortunately. He's one I'm definitely watching as well, because he could be a downgrade target for me next week. But I might not even be able to trade Hasty looking at it. I went Garcia out to give me a bit more cash, and if Garcia doesn't come on early, he's not going to score points. He's going to go lose cash, and his break-even's going to shoot back up. Because that's the other thing as well. Even if he comes on for a 30 or 40-point game, his break-even's still going to shoot right up. There's no point having him. He's there to make cash, and if he's not making cash, then I'd rather just have a rookie there and save that little bit of money. But yeah, it's definitely a very interesting start to the year. Nasai kick in. Could get the ball back from Caminiti here. Probably should. No, he's not. But yeah, make sure you smash like on the video, guys. We're up to 33, so if we get to 50, that's the first goal to tick off. And then if we can get more than that, then obviously we set the record last night for 150. So I wonder if we can even reach that potentially tonight. I wonder if we'll get more people on tonight just because of how much carnage has been in this round so far. Would be good if O'Sullivan went back to Stewart. Go back. Nope, he's going forward. Nasai in the set mark. Yeah, Nasai is definitely someone. If he goes well tonight, I'm potentially looking at bringing him in. Oh, damn, that's not a tackle for Stewart. I thought it could have been. You might get it here, though. No. I was hoping Stewart would get the tackle there, but unfortunate. Hang on, let me give me a sec. There's a couple of comments there I'll get to in 2 seconds. There's Dempsey's a very good player, isn't he? Jai Clark started the game pretty well. Jai Clark from 50. No, behind. Starting Taranto over Rosie was very bad. Have lost 98 points from that already. Yeah, unfortunate. I was always pretty keen on Rosie over Taranto with the tough start for them, but you would have thought Taranto, even in a bad Richmond side, even with tough matchups, could still get hundreds. But yeah, he's been pretty quiet to start. There's Never. I think first points. He got a handball. You might get a tackle here. No, I don't think you'll get that tackle. Tony Ford, Perryman to Nasai, and Hollands to Corey Warner. Just want this round to be over already. Yeah, that I might. You did. Have you done that this week, Tony? Is that what you did this week? Because I'll be pretty happy with those trades. Because I would have looked at Corey Warner, but he's got the bye, so it's a bit hard to. I think you had to get him this week if you wanted him. I could do something like that next week, but go down to. Oh my God, Nasai's racking up. Nasai is going to put up a good score tonight, isn't he? I don't want him to go as well because I want to bring him in, and I don't want to be paying top dollar for him. That's a free kick for Stewart, surely. How is that not in the back for Stewart? That is an obvious push in the back. That's bullshit. Again, umpires, they've been shit all season, and they continue. And the size up to 29, top scoring player in the game. Oh my God, if I'd started him at D1, I'd be very, very happy. I should have gone Rankin and Nasai over Stewart and Horne-Francis. That should have been the pick. How that's not in the back, I've got no idea. It was a clear push in the back from Owens on Stewart, I think it was, or someone on Stewart. Yeah, that is a clear impeding on the mark. Mitch Owens put the forearm into Stewart and pushed him forward. If that's not pushing the back, I don't know what is. Byron Foster, hi Bars, hope you're doing well. We're doing okay, but obviously it's tough going for fantasy at the moment. Karen Shanahan, if Flynn not playing next week, I need a cheap ruck maybe unless Boyd returns. Yeah, I don't know who the cheap ruck would be. There's a handball from Never. I think if they're going to pay the handball to him. Oh, you're kidding me. Stewart's injured. Fucking hell. You've got to be shitting me. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're fucking joking me. He's done. Stewart's done. Stewart's cooked. Oh my God. And Nasai just continues to rack up. Fucking hell. Yeah, closely warming up. Stewart is not coming back. He's done a calf or he's done a hamstring or something. Something's happened. He's done something. Never kicking straight to bloody Nasai as well. Oh my God, can this season just get any worse? His toe says, Denangus McBain. Is it a toe injury? But look more like a calf. If it's a bloody toe, he may come back on with some painkillers, but it looked more like a calf or something to me. Brendan Kwan, Stewart made of glass. Oh, mate. He was underpriced. I knew there was a chance that there could be an injury, but anyone can get injured at any point during the game. That's now back-to-back games. He's had something happen to him in the first quarter. Detached edit. Is Stewart injured? Yep, mate. Yes, he is. Should have been a free kick against Never for high, but no, never gets the tackle. Oh, far out, man. This season's shit. It's best 18, so it's not going to cost me in terms of... it's not going to cost me in terms of points, really much. It's just going to cost me in terms of cash. He's going to drop cash and a fair bit as well. I think his break even is 80 odd. He's probably going to go down 40k, 50k, unless he comes back on. But I just don't see him coming back on. It looked like he pulled up from a calf or something. So I know people saying it looks like a toe, but I don't think it is. And as meanwhile, SDK continues to just score points. I should have gone Nasai and Rankin. I prefer Nasai. I prefer Rankin. I should have gone those two instead. Instead, I decided, no, I'm going to go for Stewart and I'm going to go Horn Francis. Never should have done it. I really shouldn't have. I screwed my starting team up. If I'd done Weeks down to Ashcroft, I could have done Hasty up to Lindsay, and then I could have gone Stewart to Nasai, Horn Francis down to Rankin, and my starting team would have actually been decent, even though I've had a few players that aren't great. Collard will kick the goal for St Kilda. Blitzer still in the ruck. Here we go, says Jack. Everyone laughing. Sorry, it was needed. Zach, I shouldn't laugh. I've got Horn Francis. Yeah, we've all got duds at the moment. Byron Foss, he'll be fine. Oliver, we have angry bells tonight. Stewart's foot bent backwards, didn't look good. Poor Bells can't catch a break this year, so slipping Jimmy. Brisbane Bloods, I would have considered staying Stewart, but got scared because I started him a few years ago for his injured 14. Hexon, hello, Dartmouth, my old friend. Yeah. Carl Richards, RIP. SDK goes back to cover Stewart, says Hexon. Detached edits. I said it before. Just getting the kids to bed, missed everything. Yeah, detached edits. Yeah, Stewart's injured. And he's probably going to be subbed out. Caleb Fife, at least it happened in best 18, not 22. Otherwise, 22 would suck a lot. I get that, but at the same time, it's just my starting team, just a few 50-50 calls again, going against me. And yeah, so Hall nowhere near it either, says Hexen. Yeah, Hall's been quiet. A lot of the fantasy relevant players actually been quiet besides like a McRae and Nasai and Jack Sinclair. They've been the three that have been pretty good so far. IT needs to be changed to best 10. Oh, mate, exactly. Yeah, good point. McRae should get a +6 here. Yep. McRae continues to go well at least. There's Wilson trying to get around Nevitt. Sinclair kick. Sinclair goal. Yeah, Sinclair great. Cracking goal. At least, so forecaster Richard, I hate to hope for injuries, but need a Saints player to go down ASAP. Karen Shannon, yep, it is a terrible start to the season. I'm feeling very teary-eyed. I shall need some chocolate ASAP to recover. Hexen Hall, nowhere to be near it. IT, yep, said it 4. I'm done. I can't, says Ben. Jack says Roy tweeted that he brought in Stewart. Oh, of course he did. Oh, man. Marshall on 38. Okay, well, Harry Boyd ain't coming in anytime soon, so... yeah. Maltesing, our sides are slip sliding. Okay, no, Maltesing just deleted it, so there you go. SDK back in the ruck. See, now if Stewart is out, it's probably a very good thing that I did end up getting that 370k, because it probably allows me to go get 2 defender primos in. I could probably go get Stewart to a defender primo and then go get Perryman up, maybe, if I've got enough cash. I've got nearly 400k, so might be able to do it. But, yeah. Oh, well, if you want to cheer me up, smash a like on the video. We've got 36 at the moment. We've got over 70 watching. So if you haven't liked it yet, click a like. Takes 2 seconds. Takes 1 click of a button, and it helps out. Our record was 150 last night. So if we can beat that and get over 150, then that'd be fantastic. Castle Richards, who's a good defender primo other than the Sire? The thing is, I don't know. Like, Sinclair's also a good one. Max Holmes could be a solid one. It's going to be tricky, right? I'm going to have to bring 2 of them in if Stewart's out. But obviously we need to wait and see to see if he comes back on. But Fevlenko, here you go, 37. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate the like. We're up to 40 now as well, so keep smashing the likes. Your D1 still has more than my D1 at the moment. Who's your D1 at the moment there, mate? Got a minute to go in the quarter. Good kick finds Mason Wood. Yep. Who's your D1, Alex? Oh, Holmes. Oh, yeah, so Holmes has been pretty quiet. I wonder if I could even afford going and getting Nasai and Sinclair. Just go on the double Saints, because they're going to rack up, and they've got Richmond. Maybe just I go the double. Who knows? But that means Sanders is safe. That means Will Day's safe. It means Sam Taylor's got to play again. And this is why the Sam Taylor play was risky, right? If you get forced trades, you can't get rid of him. It's already going to be round 3 next week. And there's only a couple of rounds of best 18 left to go. And if you've still got him at round 5, then you've got him there. SDK getting destroyed by Rowan Marshall. Yeah, he is. So as a non-SDK owner, it would make me nervous trading into him now, because if he's getting monstered by Marshall, what do you reckon Big O and Max Gorn are going to do? Because they normally monster Marshall in the ruck. As good as Marshall is, he's not, doesn't normally get all the hit outs, but yeah. Hexent Bells, do you think something has to change with either the sub rule or the fantasy game so subs aren't randomly messing with us every hour before kickoff? Well, the sub rule should not be around. The sub rule should have gone last year. The coaches didn't want it. The players didn't want it. The supporters didn't want it. The fantasy coaches didn't want it. No one wants it except the people in charge of the AFL. which is stupid because there's no reason for it. It only hampers everyone trying to watch it. They should be getting rid of it. And just have 5 on the bench or just go back to 4 on the bench. And if a player gets injured, well then, unfortunately, that's the name of the game. Simple as that. It's getting people to have to check their phones literally every hour to make sure that someone's not the sub or someone's not out. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, fantasy is meant to be a game that people do for fun on the side, as along and sort of almost a little escape. St Kilda, another disposal, as more like an escape to get away from everyday life or whatever. But it's not. It's almost like a full-time job. Really is. So Stewart doing some run-throughs. So he's got taping on his knee, so it wasn't his toe. There's no limp, so I still don't think he's going to come back on. I think if he does, he might come for 5 minutes, realise it's not good enough, and then go back off. Geelong needs Stewart on. Give him Pando and send him out. Says it's Edge. Darcy Wilson option up forward, says Moonboy. Not for me. It's Edge says yes. Fingers crossed for him, says Flaghawk. I'm not holding out much hope. Anyway, let's go through the scores. Zach Jones is top scoring. Figure that in a round like this. He's the one there. Mason Wood 41. Ryan Marshall 40. Sinclair 33. Nasai 32. Wilson and McRae 31. So at least McRae's going well. Jack Steele's on 28, so more of a response from Jack Steele. 71% game time is interesting. Humphreys 27. O'Sullivan's on 21. Solid from Nevitt's on 18. See what I mean? Like, that's fine. SDK's on 17. Stewart's on 9. Yeah. Another quarter where he only played half the quarter, and we'll see if he even comes back. O'Connell's on 8. Max Hall's on 7. Holmes is on 6. Jeremy Cameron's on 6. And obviously Garcia is the sub, so... Yeah, my God, what a start to the season this is. It's Edge Bales. He's fine, mate. Trust. It's hard to trust anything with fantasy at the moment, Edge, mate. There's people getting injured. Everything's happening. So, and we've just had a few people tune in. If anyone doesn't know, I own Tom Stewart, and he went off injured, and it doesn't look great. He came back up the race, and he's doing some run-throughs, but I still don't know what's going to happen. So... but yeah, make sure you smash the like on the video. We've got 80 watching, so let's try and get at least 80 likes. Obviously, our record last night was 150, so let's try and see if we can beat the record last night of 150. Obviously, I'm not sure if we will because there was so many, but if you haven't liked it yet, smash a like. Let's get 50 and then work our way up from there. I believe he hit his knee on the ground like a corky, probably get a jab to relieve the pain, but we'll be fine. I hope that's the case, but I'm not sure. Murphy says, what's Holmes doing? Yeah, he's been quiet. He's been tagged by Windhager. I've still got Lockie Ash to Nasira or Sinclair. Fevelenko, you know what? Lockie Ash is probably the least of our concerns if you've still got him. I'd almost be holding him at the time being, you know. IT Stewart been taking drama class with danger. I wouldn't say that. He just, unfortunately, gets injured all the time. Jiggy Jig, why do all your watch-long games end up so frustrating? Well, last year we actually had a few games that were quite good, Jiggy Jig, but unfortunately this year has been absolute carnage. So, yeah, it'd be nice to have a watch-long for once that had everyone scoring really well. Like the Crows game would have been great. I only had Dawson, scored well. Bells, this round has royally F me, says beyond 33. Yep, you and me both, my friend, and a lot of people. Mitch Finn, I would have cancelled the live stream at that point. Points for perseverance, Bales. Oh, I'm not, as Billy Ocean once said, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So just because it's getting tough doesn't mean I throw in the towel. Got to keep pushing through, and for the content as well, right? Only good thing so far is Rosie, my captain, says Maltesing. Yeah, only good thing for me is the two mids I've got. Rosie, Dawson, bang bang. Had Rosie number 1 option this week, Dawson number 2. I think I had Dacos number 5. I've got the 2 Brisbane Lion guys tomorrow. If they go well, we've done captains well for back-to-back weeks. So, Calum 5 Hero was thinking how bad Bergman was. Now I'm feeling lucky I went Fraser instead of Stewart. Jiggy Jig, not too bad for my team. Currently ranked 1600 somehow. Henry V. Bales, it's a sign that Rankin was subbed off on his break-even. What's the sign there, Henry? What's the sign? Because I was looking at bringing him in, but with the way that this is all going... oh, man. I'm getting a lovely score this week, says Murphy. Oh, but that's obviously crying face. So that's obviously sarcasm. So, signed to get him. Yeah, well, I would love to get him. I really need Stewart, though, to be okay. If Stewart's okay and plays out the game and it's fine, then I might be able to. But if Stewart's injured, then we're in trouble. And it looks like he is. No, honestly, Wang looks like he's the guy. Oh, Nasai's coming in for Perryman pretty much regardless next week anyway. It's just, what's my second trade going to be? Is it going to be a defense? Is it going to be another trade? So where's Stewart? So he's not with the defensive group. He's not with the midfield group, so I don't know where he is. Hope SDK stays quiet, says Sam Butler. Perryman to Nasai or Sinclair. Could be one of them, not sure. Probably Nasai at the moment, but both looking pretty good. Jiggy Jig Taranto has to go for me. Says Jiggy Jig. Oh, he's almost probably the last priority, to be honest. I think there's a lot more drama going on. If you can trade Taranto at this point, yeah, you're going pretty well. Well, there's Stewart standing with the defensive group. So, is it the Undertaker? Is it the GIF, the one where he like rises up from looking like he was dead? So, who knows? Beyond 33, focus on moving the rookies to get rid of Horn Francis or get rid of Horn Francis Smith. No, focus on getting rid of the mid-priced rookies that are failing and not making cash. You keep Horn Francis and you keep Bailey Smith. So unless they came out and said that Smith's out for like 4 weeks, you'd keep him. Oh, sorry, 3+ weeks, you keep him. And Horn Francis, he's been bad, but you don't trade him. Tony Ford, what trades did you make, Bales? I went Hollands down to Ashcroft, and I went Garcia to Lindsay, obviously keeping Hasty. Originally it was Hasty out, but pivoted away from that. Sam Butler, this is a weekly thing for Stewart. It must be hell being an owner. Oh yeah, it's worrying that every week you just think he could go down with an early injury. Sam Butler, this is a weekly thing for... Oh yeah, I said it before. So Closey's still got the top on, so maybe they're just going to give... Maybe they're going to... Well, Stewart's back on the ground, so maybe they're starting Stewart, seeing what he does, and seeing if he can get through, and if he doesn't, they might sub him out. But there's a chance he gets subbed out anyway, like later in the game. Like, if he gets subbed out... Yeah, so it was that knee when it hit the ground, so I wonder exactly what happened. Is it, as people said, is it just like a knee caught? Because he hit the ground... And that's what people have said as well, actually. People have said that Marvel Stadium surface is really hard. So maybe it is just a bit of sort of that corky, maybe. But who knows? Stuart on says flag call. Yep, we'll see how he goes from here. Obviously, he's not 100%. So Cam Mooney just said he spent a lot of time with docs and physios and doesn't look comfortable to him. We'll see. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? I wouldn't be shocked if he just got subbed out. Like, he's jogging through okay, but it's about the sprinting. It might just be uncomfortable for him and maybe gets through. There's Stewart in the pack there. He's able to get up and do okay there. So McRae gets a kick and gets to Higgins. Supposedly Bailey Smith replied to a fan on Instagram and said it was 1 week. Yeah, so there's actually... don't know who it was, and I don't want to say just in case he doesn't want me to, but someone in a group chat of mine sent him a message, and he got back to him and Bailey Smith, like Baz Lenker, the account, and said that... it was only soreness. Actually, let me see if I can find it. We got 50 likes as well. Appreciate everyone, all legends. So let's see if we can get to 100 the next goal. Yeah, so the photo. So the message said, "Hey man, is your calf injury serious? Myself and like 100k others need to know if we should keep you in our fantasy team or not. Have a good one." And Baz Lenker said, "Hey, my boy, should only be a week. Happened in the third quarter last week and played the game out, which caused bleeding, which is annoying." So that's a positive. That sounds like that. And that's from the man himself. So we'll see. Yeah, Holmes is definitely copping the windy tag. Getting a +6 here, though, at least. Kick to Stewart, at least. Just get Stewart's points up so it doesn't... I don't have to bloody cop a bloody 15 or whatever... No, 9 or whatever he's on. I don't know if Nasai got a handball or got a tap there. DeConing tackle slipped. I think Nevitt gets a tackle there, though. Marvel's on top of a concrete car park. Yeah, well, that's... Yeah, exactly. So, how much do you think Holmes is getting from here? Well, Winnie's a good tagger, not sure. Holmes and Garcia on field, says Angelo. Yep, I know, it's disappointing. Ben Hayes, WTF are we meant to do? Jiggy Jig, which Sunday sourcing, mate? I'm seriously wanting to quit. I broke a hole in my wall. Oh, Ben, please don't tell me you broke a hole in your wall. I know I was obviously all passionate, but you don't want to be breaking things. I've had my fair share of real heated moments, but yeah. Shane Neal's good kick. Goal for Geelong. So Geelong goal, back to 22 points. So a quick refresh of the score. It's been a couple of minutes. Has it refreshed? I think it has, actually. Can size up to 37. McRae's on 40, though, at least, which is good. Take that. I don't know what the positive is, says Ben. Oh, Jiggy Jig elite sourcing, mate. Yeah. Oh, was it me? It was, I won't say his name just in case he doesn't want me to say it, but just in a group chat I'm in, said that. So, Beyond 33, Bales, do you want my account details? Maybe you can salvage what's left, says Beyond 33. Oh, mate, I've got to try and salvage what I've got, mate. I appreciate the offer, but we just got to keep with it. It's not, the thing as well is, obviously, we're all in that Jack McRae surely holding. Yep. The obvious thing is, it's all drama at the moment. Obviously, it's not going great, but we're all suffering at the same time. So, like, we've got to remember that. Stewart doesn't look too bad. I just saw him changing direction there, and he wasn't like he was really impeded or anything like that. So, he might actually be okay. But again, as who was it that said before? Stewart was injured first quarter Frego, managed to dish out a good score, says Henry V. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I've got to hope for, right? I've got to hope he somehow gets a score. But who was it that said before? Someone said about Stewart. Windhager lining up for goal again. Yeah, who was it? Someone said something about owning Stewart and like it would be frustrating to own him because it happens every week. I don't know who said that, but I can't remember where the comment was. Trying to find it. Who said it? Did he miss it? Please be Stewart kicking. That would be nice. No Guthrie kicking. Stewart in the pocket somewhere. No, he must be in the other pocket. Who said it? I don't know who said it. Oh, Brisbane Bloods was the one that said it. That's right. Yeah, Brisbane Bloods was saying about got scared by starting him a few years ago and injured, I think. But maybe it was someone else. See, Stewart was going like backing up quite well there. So maybe he's okay. Maybe he's had some Panadol. I just got to hope he gets through, right? That's the hope. So no mark. That's marked for Brad Hill. Yeah, I can't find the comment, but someone said it. Boundary throw in. So you could even see Stewart there even getting to top speed. It was a bit of a limp. So McRae got the kick. Free kick to Jack Higgins against Guthrie. I'm not sure how much longer Stewart's going to last, to be honest. Oh, Sam Butler was the one that said that. This is a weekly thing for Stewart. Must be hell being an owner. Yeah, exactly. So it was, so it was Sam that said it. Is Stewart back, says Ben Hayes? He is, but doesn't necessarily look very comfortable. I reckon no highlights for us this year, says Murphy. Don't moz Stewart with that talk, says IT. Oh, I'm not mozzing him, mate. I'm saying that he might be done. So, shitstorm coming. I heard on the Bureau. Oh, it's under the roof anyway, so it won't matter. Will Dunkley do well in the wet tomorrow, says Beyond 33. Potentially might go okay. Well, a lot of tackles for sure. So, Samois, I've got Holmes and Hall, and I'm not having fun. Yeah, it sucks. Ben Hayes brought in Rankin for Sanders for only 1 point. Brought in Hall for a 20 probably. Stewart not looking too comfortable, says Sam Butler. Yeah, he's not. Wouldn't be shocked if he got subbed out. So Stewart's back on the bench. So, yeah, he's on the bench already. So, yeah, it's not looking good, is it? Here we were thinking that this was going to be a good stream tonight. we were thinking that maybe tonight was going to be a good stream. St Kilda, and there it is. Yep. Stewart subbed out. I knew it was coming. My God, man. Don't give us the hope then. Like, just sub him out to begin with. My God. Get this season in the fucking bin, man. And meanwhile, SDK's racking up +6s and kicking to Never as well. Yeah, cool. Don't you dare. He's going to go back to SDK as well. Fuck off, man. Stop just scoring points for once. Would be good if my players scored shit. So my players didn't score shit and players I don't have not score well. My God. And there's SDK up to 33 all of a sudden as well. He was on 21, and then with 2 +6, he's up to an okay score now. St Kilda smashing Geelong. Excellent. Probably made the injury worse. Awful coaching. It was always going to happen. They were always going to try. So, I can't take this as beyond 33. I can't either, to be honest. I can't. Grover, glad I captained Stewart. Fuck me, did it to a player, captain of difference. Oh, Grover, please don't tell me you captained him. Oh, no. Please don't tell me you captained him. Ben says end stream. Oh, we'll still keep going, but yeah, it's... ETN Bells, I'm so sorry, mate. You've had a shocking start, and so have a lot of other people. Yeah, can't do anything about it, unfortunately. It's again Stewart, Tom Stewart again. This has been the problem with him. He gets an injury early in a game, and it just happens. So, as we've said, it's having best 18. This gives me a chance now to go and get a big boy defender, but I was wanting to upgrade Hasty next week and whatever, but I've just got so many issues now. It's like my team has got multiple James leaks in the team because it's just leaking constantly. And he's Never starting to rack up now as well. So this is just making it even better. Every player I don't own in SDK and Never are starting to actually score points. So if they had shocking games, then it would have been fine, but they're not. I'm glad I listened to Mini Monks is beyond 33. Jack, it's best 18 bells, come on. Oh, no, it doesn't matter, Jack, if it's best 18. I don't really give a shit if it's best 18. I'm sick of having players either get injured or score shit and just not being able to improve my team at all. Like, everyone said on Thursday when they heard me trade Hollands, like, great trade, Bales. And I said, like, I'm not getting too excited yet because anything else can happen and it might not gain anything. I've really not gained anything. So, literally, as I said, 4 changes to my starting team and I'll be completely fine. And I know hindsight's a wonderful thing, but as I said, Rankin over Jason on Franston, Nasir over Stewart would have been the pick. And then, yeah. So, I captain Holmes says beyond 33. That's obviously, yeah, a shame, unfortunately. Grover Shaw did. 18 points later, my captain's done. Might quit fantasy for the year. I wonder if because he's in your bottom four, what happens? Maybe you just don't get a captain. Or do you just still get the score and he's not counted as one of your bottom four scorers? I'm not sure. Lucas Paberti, my 5th lowest score is 60. Now, great, only up from here. Flaghawk, I was ranked 362, but thanks to Stewart, no doubt I'm going to drop right off. Ben Hayes, what do we do with Perry, Spud and Stewart? Well, they've got to go. They've both got to go. To be honest now, Perryman may have to stay for 1 week. Might have to stay for a week and fix up other issues, but there is also a chance I just get rid of him and Stewart and have to get 2 defenders in. WTF is Max Hall doing, says Ben. Yeah, he's a bit quiet. Was he in the CBA then? I think he was in the CBA then, actually. Detached status, I've split the dummy. I'm down Stewart, subbed out. That's it. I give up. Done. Yeah, I'm out too. Hope Hawks win the flag. Says detached status. This is ridiculous. Agreed, mate. I'd Stewart as well. And yeah, unfortunately, that's I'm with you there, mate. So that means that I'll get. So Horn Francis 62 now moves into my best 18. And I've still got Wicks. I've still got Finn O'Sullivan. I've still got Ashcroft. I've still got O'Driscoll. Still got Lindsay. And who knows if any of them pop a bad score? Who knows if I get any other injuries? It is ridiculous the way this season started. I remember back in the day when it used to be a shock. Looks like Hunter Clark might be bloody struggling a bit here. Looks like Hugo Garcia might be coming on. Oh, that would be just absolutely typical that St Kilda get an early injury, and Hugo Garcia comes on after I trade. That would be the absolute cherry on top. Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. And if he comes on, he'll have like 2 quarters to get a solid enough score. ETN, I was over the moon with the Rankin trade. Then he got subbed on the other side. Crows look good this year. Yeah, agreed. Crows look good. Rankin got subbed, obviously, because they were so far up. But, yeah. Brisbane Bloods. What's happened to Stewart? Sorry, he got injured, but haven't watched the past 50 minutes. Yeah, he got injured. Got subbed out on 9 points. So, that's absolutely fantastic that I've got a premium with a single-digit score. That's how that should be holding the ball. And Nevitt's going to get... Oh, no, that won't count, I don't think, because it got smothered directly off the boot. Mason Wood, another goal for the Saints. Absolutely dominating. Didn't pick this one, that's for sure. Detached... Oh, yes, for Byron Frost, feel bad for you. All the effort just to be ruined. Oh, and that's the thing that I guess is the most annoying, is that the amount of content, research, everything I did in the preseason, and it's just essentially all gone down the drain just with some unlucky stuff that's happened to my team. It's funny. It's almost like fantasy won't go well, but Crows will go well, or it might be the other way. And fantasy goes well, Crows don't go well. It'd be nice to have both go well for a change, but my spuds are worse than your spuds. That's my only flexes, my boy. Fevelenko, how do Cats win the Premier? How do Cats win with being Premiership favourites? Saints lose to be called the worst, and then next minute they go 8 goals to 2. Yep, I know. That's footy. Is Hall going to beat Stu, says Ben? I think he probably did with the +6 there, to be honest. But best 18 is fine when you have a few stinkers, but there's a limit when it starts hurting if you have too many. At least you have Rosie captain and Crows look the goods. No, Dawson captain. I took Dawson's 133 as vice captain. So hey, I'm not complaining with the VC. And it might sort of keep me afloat for an okay score this week, but I don't know if I'm actually going to rise up in ranks. Who knows? Yeah, I'm done. I don't know what Holmes is doing, says Murphy. Oh, he's getting tagged by Windhager. So, unfortunately, with Bailey Smith... See, it's funny. Bailey Smith being out is just the flow-on effect means that Holmes got tagged and whatever. So, well, that's gone. I might have needed like 500-600k in the bank to bloody get these trades done. Sinclair handball out towards Nasai. Nasai will probably get it here. Yep, he does. Gets a handball, Nasai. Jack Steele kick. And that'll go out of bounds. Jack, the one season I went with a vanilla side. Yep, I came through in 21 last year. Says detached edits. Jack Garcia warming up. Moon Boy, when you have 22 players score poorly, top 18 doesn't really help. Beyond 33, now I know why Dimmer hates Marvel. Oh, yeah. I wonder if the surface wasn't as hard if Stewart would be injured. Or if it... I wonder. That's the question. Because I have a feeling if it wasn't as hard, he wouldn't have done as much damage to his knee. That should be a throw for against Nasai. Has to be. Don't understand how that wasn't paid. Jack McRae +6. Yep. Great kick as well. Anyone that says Jack McRae's not a good... And here's Owens. Owens looks like he's injured his knee as well. With a hard landing. God, Marvel Stadium, seriously. Need Garcia on, sorry, says Castle Riches. Garcia on my bench, says Murphy. Cherry on top, says Beyond 33. I forgot to bench Bazzo, my lord, says Angelo. You surely got at least an emergency covering him, Angelo. Moon Boy, I traded Garcia, but at least it gives me 400k in the bank instead of 200. Well, oh, yeah, well, me trading Garcia now instead of Hastie's probably saved me for next week. It's given me an extra bit of money to play with Stewart out now, because Stewart's got to go. If he's been subbed out, he's not just gonna play next week. He's gonna be out. Nasai selling the candy, and he's missed it. It's just luck these days, says Ben. Yeah, great. Yep. I was going to go Garcia to Wilson, but went Hull, says Oliver. I would have done it for the cash. You never know if that cash is going to help you this week or not. Karen Shannon, Cats don't like playing away from their own dunghill. Jack, 3 definite things. Life, death, and an early season Tom Stewart injury. Mate, 100%. I think Roy traded Perryman to Stewart, says Caleb Fife. Oh, yeah, bloody hell. Bales, I just deleted the AFL Fantasy app. See you next year, mate. I'll be on 33. I'd still keep sticking it out. Like, I'm still sticking it out, mate, so you should stick it out as well. Keep going. You can still change it from here. We've seen guys like Matt Mottram have a 21 injured ruck early in the season and still manage to win the comp and by a few hundred points, well, by about 100 points or so. So I'm not complaining just yet. It won't count my best 18. It just means essentially Stewart scored a 62 is really what it comes down to. Moon Boy, I'm just going to buy my own highlights and get a top 100 hat made on Etsy. As a man, you can just do things. Ben Hayes, I'm going to the Spud Shed, going to make a Spud collection, says Ben. Jack, can you and Roy do a quick vid tonight to rage? I think we'll let it go. I reckon we'll relax. We'll have to. Yeah, I don't know. Jack McRae +5 again. Windhager stealing the ball off Max Hall. That makes a lot of sense. Then Higgins, another goal for Saints. They are smashing Geelong, 40 points. Lost 4K rank during this game already, says Fevelenko. Oh, there'd be a lot of captain loopholes that have kicked in as well. Don't forget Fevelenko. A lot of people had Bailey Smith captain just to take the loop, so that would be why. Imagine not having 600k in the bank. It just looks so easy. As ETN SDK 10 minutes on the bench, interesting. Yep. Beyond data, I need a drink. ETN Geelong putting on no pressure. Yeah. So Nevitt's up to 43. So I'm not even... I can't even get Nevitt. I can't even get Nevitt. So Nevitt's just going to go and put up a good score, isn't he? Jack McRae's on 72. Absolutely dominating. All the Saints guys are doing well. SDK back on as well. Is that a McRae free kick? Or Steele free kick? No, Jack Steele free kick. I was hoping it'd be McRae. There's still 6 minutes to go. McRae's absolutely dominating. Maybe I'll have to go... Maybe Perryman stays for a week. SDK handball. Maybe Perryman stays for 1 week, knowing I'm going to train the week after anyway. And maybe I just go Tom Stewart to Nasiah and go Hasty up to Nevitt. And then I can always bring in a better defender next week. There's no point bringing in two. I probably won't be able to get two defenders I like. So that's probably my play at the moment. One positive is Nevitt I started this year. Congrats, Ben. Brisbane Bloods is Hunter Clark injured on the bench for 8+ minutes. Looked like it. I'm not sure what the go is there, but Huey Garcia obviously went down the change room as well. May probably getting a Guernsey on. So I'd imagine if there's going to be something, it'd be after half time. Winhager again. No, intercepted by Henry. Can't keep Perryman choices, Castle Riches. Oh, I'm not going to have a choice. Because Stewart's probably going to be out for a bit. I don't want Perryman. Oh, it's a dangerous tackle. O'Sullivan just hit his head on the ground. That's a dangerous tackle. Yeah. Could be. I don't know if it's some sort of suspension. Oh my God. Not called. How that wasn't called dangerous tackle, I don't know. His head hit the ground. I've seen them paid all the time. Pendles is 37 and Sidey's 34. Amazing that they were first mids over Perryman. Agreed. Hall probably going to get subbed off, says Henry V. Oh, I think they've got Hunter Clark maybe injured. So I was toying with McRae's VC went TDK all in on Neil tomorrow. You can because he's not dropping cash next week, Castle Riches. Yeah, and that's right. And Stewart's more expensive as well. There's McRae again. My God, McRae's dominating. This is half cheering me up a little bit. I know everyone's got McRae, but it's just great to see McRae getting back to what we know he can do. And all the commentators saying he's not in their best 22. He's one of their best bloody players last week. Got 12 clearances in a loss. Not his fault. His teammates were pretty shit instead. I'm not sure who to trade Perryman for, says Zane. I'm looking at one of the Saints guys. Sinclair or Nasiah. That's who I'm looking at. Hall Come Good says Moonboy. Castle Riches, yeah, true. Moonboy, McRae, genuine C option in this team. Beyond 33 bars, I've got too many bullets. Mate, I've got too many bullets as well. There's a Marshall tackle. Humphrey's a kick. That shoe, is it going to go out? Could be insufficient intent. Yep, this rule's shit, but that's what they pay it for. SDK missed handball, says Brisbane Bloods. I've got him, says Zane. Oh, wait, you got both the Saints guys. Oh, geez, that makes it tricky. Who's your defence, Zane? Tell me the 6 you've got on field, and then tell me who's on the bench. That'll probably help. You're probably missing someone. SDK dropped the mark. Steele handball. Try to get to Nasiah, but intercepted by Close. Oh, Henry didn't see Stocker there. Got caught. McRae again. Oh my God, this is insane. I know everyone's got McRae, which is the thing that sucks. That could be a hole in the ball against Never. He took the tackle on. Probably won't be, though. Just tuning in. Has Bales broke something over Stewart like I have? Oh, mate, nearly. It's just completely screwed over my plans for next week. It's just, yeah. So ETN, if you don't have too many bullets, can you trade Bailey Smith? Problem is who to? No, well, from what it sounds like, he could be back next week. If not, be the week after. He's the lowest of my concerns at the moment. I'm definitely not trading Bailey Smith. McRae ton by the end of the second, says Rodler. Oh, mate, he's going big. Very big. I remember he scored a 190 against Richmond at the G when he was playing at the Dogs. Could be something maybe up somewhere there pretty high. So we'll see how he goes from here. Nugget, do I just give up now? Perryman, Holland, Sanders, Smith, and now Stewart, like WTF. Oh, mate, I've got all those except Hollands because I traded. But, yeah, I've got pretty much all those. So, mate, I feel your pain. I don't have Sinclair, though, says Zane. Yeah, Sinclair would be someone I'll be looking at. Richmond next week, good matchup. I've got Harry Sheasel. Who's Matt? Who's Matt, Zane? Just put their last names in, because I'm probably not thinking straight about the bloody who they are. Who is it? Who's in your event, Zane? Let me know the six. Because I'm sure it's Harry Sheasel. I don't know who Matt is. Maybe you mean Nasiah. I know you got Wang there. So you got Harry Sheasel, Matt. I was thinking Matt Short. Yeah, probably Roberts actually ETN there. So he's got Harry Sheasel, Matt Roberts, Jaiden Short, SDK, Nasiah, and Joel Frazier. So actually, oh no, that'd be Harry Perryman. Sorry, because you said you got Perryman. So you got Perryman, Roberts, Jaiden Short, SDK, Nasiah, and Frazier. Yeah, put their last names in there, Zane, so I know who you're talking about. Still free kick against him to danger. Moonboy Bulldogs could do with a prolific midfield like McRae. Perhaps they could trade for him. I have a crack in my monitor, says Oliver. McRae Perma C again, says Moonboy. There's Holmes Mark, be lining up for goal. I have Tom Stewart, says Stan Morris. Mate, you and me both, unfortunately. And a few people would have traded into him this week with Perryman and a few other guys back there. I threw my mouse, says Beyond 33. Wind about the clock, says Moonboy. Nugget, I have the VC on Rosie and captain on McRae. Oh, I have Garcia as well. I'm deleting the app now. Well, if you got the captain on McRae, then that's great. Like that's probably making up for a lot of this. So Holmes goal, not what I need when I've got Stewart, and I could have had Holmes, but Zane listing his favourite boy band members. What round is gather round? Round 5. Is Lawson the pod for next week, says Oliver. Yeah, yep. Definitely someone you can consider. Marshall on the ground getting a handball. Steele handball to Sinclair. Handball. There's Wilson kicking it. What rounds gather? Oh, no, I said it before. Took Rosie score, says Nugget. Yeah, I would have done the same thing. Day ruined for Stewart. Ruined my weekend, says Edge. Yep, yeah, I'm in the same boat, mate. I feel your pain. Yeah, said it before. Holmes too good, says Moonboy. Oh, at least he's done something. He's still getting tagged, though, by Windy. That should be a high against Holmes. Yep. Sinclair free kick. Fantasy has made me depressed. I have like 8 must trades. Yeah, I know, mate. I'm exactly in the same boat. Marshall looking a lot better in this game. I certainly doubted if I'd be getting him in, but there might be a point where I look at him, but definitely not anytime soon. I'm still top 10k, thankfully, says ETN. I slammed my desk like Ross, says Beyond 33. And still got Sheets to play, says ETN. Hull probably dropped after this, says Jack. Moonboy, Buzz for the gather round. Do you organise meetups, etc. for interstate fantasy content creators? I haven't organised anything at this stage. I'm just catching up with a few of the guys like Dawson and Hef and Jake and that, just somewhere probably for gather round, but that's about it. Nothing sort of too formal or anything like that. I know Hef did a live show last year. I don't think anything like that's going ahead this year. So to keep your mind off fantasy, Top Deck or milk chocolate? Oh, Top Deck for me. Top Deck. Not white chocolate for me. Go Top Deck, milk chocolate, then white chocolate. That's my order. This round's the reason we need a wild card like FPL. Oh, exactly, Tony. Exactly. R3 is a handy red dot, but would be nice if there was a rookie option to trade to. Yeah. Major Cats Blow. Gun Australian defender subbed out with a knee complaint. Yeah. Unbelievable. Oh, man. Why do we play this game? Why? It's just too much. Bales, what is your current live scoring rank? I don't know. I don't really know if I want to be looking at it, to be honest, but I'll check in a sec. White chocolate is too sweet, not going to lie, says Oliver. Should I ditch Riley Sanders, says Zane. Oh, Zane, lowest of priorities for me. If he's a high priority for you, you can definitely trade, but I've got bigger issues than Riley Sanders. So, yeah, which I didn't think that was going to be the case at the start of the round, but we've had just a lot of shit not go away. So, scores, Jack McRae, 84, turning back the clock indeed. 21 touches, 6 marks, fantastic. Looking like a big score upcoming for Jack. Ryan Marshall, 80 as well. Definitely looking so much better than last week. Jones, 79. Makes no sense. Don't know why St Kilda continue to play him in the midfield, but he's having a good game at least. Jack still 63. Good rebound after last week. Windy, 62. Sinclair, 59. So, like, Nasai's only on 56, right? So, it's not been like a massive score, but I'll be getting one of the two guys in. I just don't know who it will be yet. It'll be Sinclair or Nasai. Nevitt's on 47. He's going well. I would have loved to have traded into him. 5 tackles as well was nice to see. I might have to bring him in next week. Might be Hasty to him, then Stewart to someone and just have to hold Perryman for a week, but we'll see. Humphreys, 47, going along nicely. He could be another pod option in defence. DeConing, 42, not going along awfully. It's going okay. Conor O'Sullivan, 39, solid if you've got him in your team. Holmes on 32, so obviously he got going a little bit more in that quarter. That goal did help. He was only on 20 before that goal, so Bo's 25, interesting. O'Connell, 18, Cameron, 17, Max Hall, 13, yeah, right, wow. And then obviously Tom Stewart on the 9. And Keeler's only had the 2 hit-outs, no touches as of yet. So, yeah, McRae, obviously, Marshall just got added a hit-out there, so Marshall off to 81. So, yeah, it's been Jack McRae keeping us afloat. So, definitely keeping us afloat. But yeah, we've got a fair few watching. Make sure you keep smashing a like on the video up to 58. If you guys want to cheer me up, that'd be good to keep the lights going up. Let's see if we can get 100 again. That'd be 3 out of 3 for the weekend if we get 100 on the stream. We set the record of 150 last night, so if we can beat that, that'd be great. But 100 would be more than fine. So make sure you smash the like button. It takes 2 seconds, 1 click, and you're done. And all good. I think most experienced fantasy coaches are in the shit at the moment, says Tony. Yep, and I'm one of them. Can they lift lockout now, says John. I don't even know. I wish they probably did, to be honest. Up to 61 likes. Appreciate it. 39 to go to 100. We've got 100 people watching, so if we can get 100 likes, that'd be fantastic. ETN was so pissed when I didn't captain Dawson, then Rosie saved me, says ETN. Scott Peterson says, damn, I'm going to the Lions-Eagles game tomorrow. Murphy, left my phone on the bench and someone on my cricket team changed my captain to Holmes. I don't like that. I don't like when people do that. I had a similar thing back in the day happened to me in high school when someone must have guessed my password, logged in, and I remember it was in a grand final, and I Dane Swan captain for 187, and they changed the captaincy to like Marley Williams, who didn't play, and Scott Thompson was my bench was my emergency on the bench, and they switched him off, so I missed like well over 200 points, and I would have won. So to this day, I still say I won that grand final, regardless of what anyone else thinks. But yeah, I think it's a pretty poor thing to do. I know that it's like, oh, it's funny, but like people take their fantasy pretty seriously. So I think it's pretty bad when someone does it. So Murphy, mate, I'm feeling your pain. I've definitely had that happen to me before, and I've changed my password. And I don't even share it with anyone, not even family or anything like that. Just no. Beyond 33, Bales, my bench atrocious. Zane, should I get Sicily? Probably not. He's got a bye coming up. Slipping Jimmy, yeah, surprised Wangani Miller's score is not high. He was everywhere. He might be a must. Ben Hayes, Max, Hall, Rankin, and starting Stewart. Fun time, says Ben. John, did Rankin get fully injured today? Nope, we subbed out tactically, so he's fine. And that's Matty Nix said that after the game as well. Had to field Max Hall over after the Baz news as ETN. Yeah, he's been bad. Murphy, he didn't get injured at all. Yep. Nugget, do we still think Stewart will be all right for next week, or we have to trade now? I think it's a trade, Nugget. If he came on and couldn't run, it looks like a PCL type injury. That's what a few people in group chats have said. And if that's the case, that's normally like 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. So he'll be out for more than the 1 week. So he's a trade. Doug Fitzpatrick, wife's team dodging all the bullets. Happy house apparently. Oh, that's good. At least someone's dodging some bullets. Why is that funny, Bale, says Ben. What's funny, Ben? I hope you're not getting angry at me, mate. I'm suffering like you are, so just relax, mate. Like I'm trying to keep my lid on it. I'm angry. So, but if you weren't having a go, that's fair enough. But if you were, then just relax. Adam Morningstar, go Saints go. Oh mate, they've been great tonight. Certainly the different team to what played last week. Mark Bessel, Sanders to Rankin and Data Never leaves with around 690k for future trades. Is that what you did trades this week, Mark? 'Cause if so, I like him. I know Rain got subbed out, but still, the trades were good. John, it's illegal how bad the forwards are. Who do we even trade Garcia to? Yeah, I know. No, can you rank these guys as to who goes first? Stewart, Perryman, Holland, Sanders, and Garcia. Well, if Stewart's out for multiple weeks, it's Stewart first. I would then say Perryman second because he's on bye and has looked awful. Then I would say Garcia, because he's not in the best 22. Then I'd say Hollands. Then I'd say Sanders, which is crazy to think Sanders is the bottom of the list, but he is. No, the Dane Swan switch cat was funny, lol. I don't know why. I've lost my mental. All good, Ben. So, yeah, we just a bit of cross wires there, mate. All good. Henry V, I traded Garcia to Hull, so essentially I just held Garcia. Yep. Adam Morningstar, I did. So happy seeing them play like this in a long time. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. As I said, they played well, so good for St Kilda tonight. Marco Gligorowski, Sanders doesn't look that bad when the top lines aren't scoring the same. When the top lines are scoring the same. Exactly. Nugget, Sanders became a must go at least of my priorities in a matter of 2 days. What a game. I read it wrong. Sanders became a must go to the least of my priorities in a matter of 2 days. What a game. Exactly. They're talking about Tom Stewart, guys. So if anyone's listening to it, what are they saying? I'd be keen to know what they're saying about Tom Stewart. It looks like a PCL type injury, but Cam Mooney's talking about it now. So let me know what they're saying. I'm intrigued to hear. Good forwards in order. 1, Jack McRae. 2, Daylight. Yep. Well, Bailey Smith's up there. I know he's out this week, but he's still there as well. Who were the coach they just had on 360 on Monday? They got Adam Uze. It'd be good if Matty Nix is on there. I don't think he is, though. Flaghawk, have to trade Stewart. Yep, agreed. Sanders or Hollands to trade. I'd be trading Hollands. Mooney said PCL likely 2 to 6. Heard 4 to 6. Yeah, so likely 4 to 6. That's why I literally said that like 5 minutes ago before I even said PCL injuries are normally 4 to 6 weeks. So, yep, he's gone then. He has to go. must trade. Probably going to be someone I'll look at later in the year because he's going to be cheap, but he's got to go. Saints total domination and still only 5 goals up. Beware Cats second half, says Vevelenko. Yeah, definitely game's not done, but Saints have looked good so far. McRae score prediction 127. They said something about 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, great. 2 best coaches in the comp, Brad Scott and Adam Uze. Yeah, right. What a bad week to be getting them on. We do have 100 people watching, so appreciate everyone still sticking around with all the carnage. We got our 100, so let's get 100 likes. We're 34 away, so there is at least 40 of you that have not liked it yet. So it takes 2 seconds. Really, really, really helps out the channel by just clicking a like button. It literally takes 2 seconds, 1 click, and you've helped us out a whole bunch. So if you can do that, that'd be fantastic. We just need 34. Batesy, McRae will get around that 140 mark, I reckon. Oh, mate, I'd love if he did. It'd be good to see Jack McRae have a massive score. So, yeah, unbelievable. I'm going to comment on Roy's post. Give me a sec, guys. I'm just replying on Roy's post. Cannot believe I started Stewart. I really can't. Oh, man. All right, cool. There we go. That's a good point, actually. Roy also tweeted and said that about like Stanley could come in next week. I wouldn't be shocked actually at that. Stanley comes in, DeConing replaces Stewart back in defence. Unbelievable. What a shit show. What a shit show. Who would have thought that fantasy would be this stressful? Like, it's meant to be something we do for fun and enjoy. It's just not fun. It really isn't. As I said, as we've said, the only saving grace is the fact that it's best 18. That's the only saving grace. If it wasn't best 18, yeah, I heard it would have been close to stream being turned off, I reckon. Up to 70 likes, appreciate it. We've got 30 to go to get 100. That'd be appreciated if we can hit the 30. Oh, bit of chat here, actually, I've missed while I was doing that. Camden McIntosh has been a good pod for me so far, says John. Yeah, he's been good. Yep. Congrats on the good pod, mate. Very, very well done. Hoping Holmes can get 85 at this point, says Alex. Yeah, I don't know how well he's going to go if Windy's going to stay tagging him. Thoughts on Horn France, says Fastback Frenzy. Always tagged. Yeah, but he's definitely not a trade. Anyone that's saying about trading him, we're just keeping him. We have to keep him. Paulie29, have Day and Stewart. What would you do, Bales? Day down to Nevitt, Nod, then Stewart up. Yep, yeah, I'd do that. If Nevitt puts up a good score tonight, yeah, Nevitt for Day, and then go Stewart up to a Nasiah or Jack Sinclair or Harry Shees if you don't have him, or someone like that. That's what I'd be doing. Henry V. Oh, no. Okay, fair enough. Just commenting on something else. Christian, I swear Nasai Wayne Miller should have way more fantasy points. I agree. I think he should, but he's only on 56, which is surprising. He's been everywhere. How's Jaiden Short today? Fully saved his score. Yeah, We just need to put 4 quarters together. That's all we need. I had no one replace Bailey Smith for forward, says Bowl. It's best 18, so you'll just get someone else to score. It's fine. I thought the 48 from Hollands would be my worst score of the round, but he's actually my 4th best. Yeah, it's crazy. Amy Dixon, Bailey, it's probably been asked, but what did you think of Rankin being subbed? As a Crows fan, it made a lot of sense because he did his hamstring last time I was at the G. They were up by so much they didn't need to risk him. But obviously sucks for everyone that owns him fantasy. I don't own him, but I was looking at bringing him in. I can't get him in now anyway because of Stewart being injured, but he was someone I was looking at bringing in, and I wish I started him over Horne-Francis. And he outscored Horne-Francis even playing 2.5 quarters, which is crazy. VC TDK over Rosie. Rip, says Christian. What, did you take the VC, Christian? MMA fan, had Banks as a pod, subbed, Rankin subbed, Stewart injured, Smith injured, Garcia subbed, Finlayson dropped, Holmes tagged, McInnes injured, but hey, at least I captain McRae, says MMA fan. That is some bullets, mate. You should tell me, comment that on our pod tomorrow, and I'll be able to talk about it. John, trade in McRae, don't have him or Horne-Francis, and Garcia needs to go. You could definitely trade in Rankin for sure. Ben Hayes, Bales only got like 100k in the bank, so we'll need to get cash from somewhere to get Stewart up to Nasiah. Have Day and Hollands, but I have Nod and Nevitt. Who do I downgrade to? Maybe Lawler. If you've got Nod, Nevitt, Ashcroft and Lindsay, probably Lawler's the next guy. Christian got Nevitt, Xavier, Lindsay, and Nod. Not sure who to downgrade Day to. I'm assuming you got Levi then. If you don't have Levi Ashcroft, he'd be the guy. If you've got the other guys, Sam Law's probably the next one. Bales, did you keep Bailey Smith, says Fast Break Frenzy? Yes, I did. Yep. I kept the VC on TDK, so we'll probably switch the C onto Sheasel. Yeah, don't mind that. Yep, don't mind it. Let's see if there's been any adjustments to scores. Well, Marshall got that 1 point taken away. Nasai's been given a +2. Nevitt's -3. Got a kick taken away. DeConing, nothing. Anything else? No, nothing else. Maxwell's still on 13. Stewart still on 9. Yeah, just a shit show. Just an absolute shit show. As I said, if I'd bloody started Nasiah instead of him, it would be fine. Aiden Fernandez, are the scores wrong? I swear they haven't added like 10 points for Nasiah. Yeah, I know. They're correct though. So, Fast but friendly. Sanders looked good after the first quarter. Thoughts, but it almost seems that Rankin is a must-have with how good he is and the Crows are playing. Yeah, I think Rankin's a good option. Don't know if he's a must-have necessarily, but he's a good option. And Sanders did look better after the first quarter, agreed. More particularly in the second half. I think he was on 24 at halftime. So what did he get? 45 point second half. If he can do that for a few, he might score 80s and 90s. At least Hall's in front of Stewart, says Ben. Oh, Ben, mate, you can't be saying stuff like that to me, mate. You know I own Stewart. Christian, he said like 2 kicks and a mark not counted. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly why. There's stuff missing, but we still got a fair few people watching. 26 likes away from 100 likes. So if you haven't liked the video yet, there's at least 24 of you. Smash the like on the video so we can get 100 again and make it 3 from 3 for getting 100 likes. Corey Butledge, I think I have to hold Day next week as Perriman and Garcia to deal with. Oh, Corey, I don't know if you missed it, but I've got Stewart, so I've also got more things to deal with. So, Ana Fernandez, yeah, I know it's annoying and they're not adding it. Go to Windhager, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought he was on more than 58, but is what it is. I'm refresh. There's nothing being added here, so yeah. My God, just this whole round just is unbelievably shit. It's awful. We've got a lot of people watching, so I appreciate everyone that's tuning in to see me see the misery that is Bales at AFL Fantasy Fanatics HQ. We're just copying bullet after bullet. Fell asleep and had Garcia on field. Lucky it's best day. Says Natalie Adams. Brendan Wyatt, who are your top 8 mids for the year and who's the cheapest right now? I'll answer that in a sec. Hang on. Glad I VC'd Rosie and your number one captain, Bales. Let's go. Yeah, captains have been good at least for the first 2 weeks. The round 2 of 2025 incident, says ETN. Ben Hayes, one word to sum up the round. What would it be? Shit. Simple as that. Just shit. Top 8 mids, Brendan. I'm not going to go in order, but Dawson's definitely in there. Dunkley's probably in there. Dacos is in there. Zach Merritt's in there. I'd put Brayshaw in there still, so that's 5. Noah Anderson, maybe. Tom Green, I think, will eventually be in there. Rosie's probably in there. That's probably my top 8, I reckon. That's probably my top 8 I've just said there. Those 8. And obviously a Bont or someone like that could potentially be in there. So looks like McRae is on Holmes at the moment, but Windhager's on Nevitt, so it's surprising. I wonder if they've dropped the tag. There's no way Windy's tagging Nevitt, that's for sure. We need that wild card right now, I swear, says Ben. Oh, it's just, yeah. There's Wilkie. Kicks to Marshall. Marshall +6. So Marshall dominating. And there would be people that traded Marshall out this week as well, that started with him to be cheeky, and they're getting a bad score. There's Holmes handball. Nevitt handball. Bad handball, though. There's Keeler and Nasai look very similar on side angle because they got the 7 in their jumper. So every time I see that, I don't know if that might be why here's Sinclair going for his second goal. And another goal for Sinclair. So maybe Jack Sinclair's the guy I'm bringing in next week. Saw Guesty's tweet, says beyond 33. What was Guesty's tweet? I missed it. What did he say? What did Guesty say? Oh, hang on. I reckon Tim's got Tom Stewart as well. Oh, no. Liam Stocker's been subbed out. So Hugo Garcia is into the game. And he's on the bench. So Garcia into the game. There you go. Anyone's got him. Oh, yeah, Tim. I would like to formally apologise to any coach that listened to anything I said in the preseason. I clearly have no read on the game whatsoever. Think I might try paddle. Poor Tim. I feel his pain. I know exactly what he's feeling. Unbelievable. And it's funny because I do all the content for it and it's just I don't even enjoy it. So it's funny. Tony, yay, Garcia gets a run now. Should have traded Day to Dunkley, says ETN. I'm eating carrots until Stewart comes back, says Ben. Oh, you're going to be eating carrots probably for 4 to 6 weeks, apparently. I think my rank is going to plummet in the Brisbane game, says Henry V. Caminiti playing defence, says Brisbane Bloods. He's played defence all game, Brisbane Bloods. Richard Murphy traded Smith to Rankin and Hollins to Ashcroft, left Taylor and Hasty sitting in my team, which feels wrong now. Yeah, potentially. Here's Nasai coming up for a kick in, as long as he plays on, which he should. Round 2, 2025 should be forgotten from our memories. Oh, that's what Murphy said before. Yeah, it will be. It'll be one of the most. It's probably one of the most chaotic rounds I can remember in a long time. Every popular player pretty much is out. There's McRae handball. There's a free kick or something there, or is it advantage? And there's Keeler there. Intercept mark. So something happened. I don't know what happened. Watch Garcia beat Hull, says Ben. Oh, yeah, probably. Yep. The bullets keep coming. FML bails. No one's safe. Oh, no one's safe. Agreed. as I think I was saying before, actually, we've got 83 likes now, so only 17 away from 100. So let's keep smashing the likes. Let's get 100. Let's hit that goal again. Still got a lot of people watching. Appreciate it. As I said last night, I remember when we're only 5 people watching these watch-alongs. So the fact there's so many more of your legends that stick around and get in the chat, I very much appreciate it. So Keeler kicks his first goal. Congrats to him. Danger back to his thuggish ways, says ETN. Has anyone noticed actually when the players get older, sometimes that, like I remember Hodgie wasn't like that, and then all of a sudden last few years he had a few moments where he got suspended and uncharacteristic, and it's even Danger there. That's you don't see Danger doing stuff like that, but he's clearly elbowed, burned in the face. He probably won't be suspended because he's the former AFLPA like CEO or whatever, but he probably could get a week for that, for the elbow in the face. Dave Paddy, do you think McRae was a good choice for school? Lol. Don't understand, Dave. If you're talking about captain, then yes. If you're talking about being in the team, yes. But I don't know what you mean about the school thing, though. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Oh, VC. Okay. Do you think good choice for VC? Yes, he was. Yep. Yeah, good choice for VC. Yep, he's going well. He wasn't in my top 10, but he was in the mix. I had him in the mix with those few players that I mentioned. And there's Dangerfield kicking and completely missing. See, everyone says how good a Ty Dangerfield has been. Yes, he's been a good player, but his kicking has been shit for his whole career. He's always been a guy that just gets the ball and kicks it long. And okay, he's been a great player, but his kicking has always been very, very questionable. What have you learnt, Bale, so far this year? That fantasy shit. That's what I've learnt so far. That fantasy shit, and you do all the research, but it doesn't actually matter because you do the research and the players either play shit or get injured. Marshall handball. Max Hall disposal. Handball there. Beyond 33, Bales, your content has gone up a level. You're the only AFL fantasy channel I tune into. Thanks, mate. Very much appreciate it. I've hit the 1K point, says Murphy. Congrats, mate. Luca Rogers, is Sanders a trade out? Well, Luca, if Sanders is a trade out in your team, you're probably going pretty well the way the round's going because there's a lot of bullets flying around. I've got Stewart. A lot of us got Perryman. I would say he's not on the priority list now. But if you've got him and can trade him out and you don't have many issues, then yeah, by all means, you can trade him out. Ben Hayes is happy with the Hall +2 there. Fastback Frenzy, why did you trade in Stewart? Share the thought process. I didn't trade him in. I started with him. I started with Stewart at D1. I thought there's a bit of value there. I didn't like paying up for any of the other guys. I didn't see a huge amount of value, but I'm now thinking I definitely should have just started with Nasir at D1. Should have started Nasir with... gone like a Horn Francis down to Rankin and taken that 100k. But at the end of the day, it's hindsight, right? I was thinking Stewart was underpriced. Horn Francis had some easy matchups early, and that's why I went that path. But if I'd gone Rankin and Nasai, it would have been a lot better. How did you and Guesty become mates, Bales? AFLW, actually. The fantasy through there. We just did Twitter Spaces. He jumped on a few of them. It was good to have him jump on, and yeah, just became there and started the pod from there. Kilo winning hitouts over SDK. Eaten 4 carrots so far, says Ben. Midlo Sport, who is more of a priority to trade out, Perryman or Hollands? Perryman for sure. Perryman, definitely. ETN, I know you don't do Supercoach stuff, but is there a best 18 in that or nah? Yeah, best 18. Yep, best 18 in that and RDT. Best 18 across all those formats. 86 likes now. We got 14 to go. 14 likes to go to get 100. So make sure you guys keep smashing the like button and let's get to 100. But I do Supercoach ETN. I just don't obviously do content for it. It's our year, says overconfident Crom supporter. Well, that name is probably fitting at the moment. We probably are quite confident. But hey, I'm on board, mate. It's been a good start. Probably, the way St Kilda are playing tonight, probably that win looks really, really good. But yeah, got to keep doing it. Got to keep going. We got obviously North next week, which being back at home, I would like to think we'll win that, but obviously you just never know. Then we've got, I think we've got a few trickier games. I think Gold Coast up in Gold Coast is not easy. Then we've got Geelong in Adelaide for gather round, and then we've got GWS, I believe. So a tougher few weeks after North. But if we could be 3-0 going up to Gold Coast, then it might be good. We'll see. But we're looking good so far. Max Hall, I'm going to need you to lock in, says Daniel. We are in a crisis and we haven't even seen Sunday, says Fast Break Frenzy. Bolter as well, says ETN. No, Bolter's 22. Bolter's is 22. So who have I got, actually? So Bolter, I've got Smith out, obviously with the full lockout. And then I also have Tom... I didn't start Tom Stewart there. I went Sheasel. So there you go. There's something. I didn't take Baz off in Bolter, says ETN. I don't think any of us did. I don't think the news came in before it was lockout. I think it was full lockout last night, I'm pretty sure. Free kick to Holmes, holding against Windhager. Oh, no, free kick to Blitzarves, but he gives it to Holmes, so he gets the kick anyway. So, good mark by Shannon Neal. He's a really good player, Shannon Neal. Really like the look of him. And if I was a Geelong squad, I'd be pretty excited. Jeremy Cameron has been invisible tonight. Oh, no, free kick for Jezza. So, he's been invisible, but gets a free kick here. Imagine if it wasn't best 18, says Ben. Oh, mate, could you imagine? Fantasy is why I have a drinking problem, and it gets worse every year, says David Paddy. If you do have a drinking problem, I shouldn't be laughing. If you are mucking around, if you're having a drinking problem, mate, obviously I hope that you get the help you need, mate. But if it is a joke, then I do like it, though, because fantasy does impact a lot. Luke Bowman, Stewart, Hollands, Perryman, Holland, Smith. Glad it's only best 18 this week. Agreed, Luke. Overconfident Crom supporter. I had a really good feeling about Saligo to start and just fading Horn, France and Sanders. Kicking myself now. I went with the crowd, not my gut. Yeah, I know. And that's what I got to try and remember is what to follow the gut. We've just passed 90 likes. We're up to 91. We're only 9 likes away. Fiona, hi, I love your watch-longs and podcasts. Thank you. I appreciate it, Fiona. Thank you very much for the kind words there. It's good on a night like this particularly as well. Perryman out or Taylor? Oh, jeez. Who would have thought that we'd be asking, there'd be a question like that, Fiona? And I know you're probably feeling the same. Who would have thought that would even be a debate at this point? I would be saying Perryman. I think Taylor stays over Perryman. That's holding the ball against DeConing, surely. Freedom McRae. No, it wasn't apparently, but... McRae 2 tackles in a row though. He's just a jet. Yeah, Fiona. For me, there's a tackle for Garcia. I think for me, Perryman goes first. He's on bye and his roll's bad. Taylor best 18. You keep him. He's got a lower break even. You just hope he can pop a 60 or a 70, and it's fine. But yeah, I'd be training Perryman first, which is crazy to think. And is that a goal for Saints? Yeah, goal for Windhager. This is just classic. Rowan says, Daniel, yeah, Rowan Marshall good tonight. Eaton, I'm getting Garcia's score for Smith in Bolter. Gonna need him to go big. Oh, I've actually got Garcia and Smith, I reckon. So I'm pretty much screwed in there. Big Mac McRae says Ben Hayes. Has he got the ton? Is that the ton? I would imagine it's probably close. Yeah, there you go. 108. Hoo-haw, here we go. Least Jacks is cheering us up a bit. McRae's on fire. Why does dudes like Kane Corn say McRae shouldn't be in the mids? Agreed. Yep, exactly. Dave Paddy said it was a joke. Yeah, no, it was good though. But no, agreed. And fantasy is very, very special for us, David, mate. Taylor probably makes his break even next week, says Daniel. Agreed. Yep. There's another kick for Holmes. There's Closey. Snap around the body. Closey goal. Is that his first goal? Or I'm not sure if it's his first goal or not. Or did he kick a goal last year? What do you believe is the best premium to get from Perryman? Probably one of the Saints guys. Z3R0 would be, yeah, one of the St Kilda guys, I reckon. Garcia CBA says Jiggy Jig. Bells, I don't have Nevitt, says Beyond 33. Oh, yeah, Nevitt looks like a good option. Is Bolter same scoring as Fantasy? Yep, just not best 22. McRae 108 with 12 minutes left in the third quarter. Yep, Brisbane Bloods, it's fantastic. Changing your 127 prediction, Bells, says Ben. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's probably like 145, 150 now. Go Never, only positive of my year, says Ben Hayes. Yeah, he's been good. I think he's on the bench at the moment. Oh, he's on the wing, sorry, at the moment, with McRae, interestingly. Both on the wing. There's Garcia. Garcia tackle. Guarantee Garcia probably scores a 40 or a 50 and makes a bit of cash. That should have been his first goal, Closey. Ivan McRae at number 4 on Captain's Challenge, says Brisbane Bloods. Oh, nicely done. McRae didn't make my 10, but I did say he was one of the ones that was unlucky to miss out that I thought could have a good game against Geelong, who were good to score against. That another Garcia tackle. Yeah, my God. This is going to do my head in if Garcia now puts up a solid score from only 2 quarters. Here's Never. Oh, here we go. Goal for Never. Watch McRae drop a 170. I can see it says ETN. Would you trade Data, Never, or Hollands to Corey Warner? Data, Never, I think. Or if you can go, I'd go Hollands to Never, Tony, if you can do that. Bales, I trade that. Garcia, says Beyond 33. Never goal, let's go, says Joel Turner. Frustrating as a non-owner of Never for me, unfortunately, but Never 69. I'm going to have to get him in next week. He's just got to come in. It's got to be, I've got to go, who do I go out? I've got to go like Perry. Oh, no, I can't even do that. I've got no DPP. I don't even think I'll be able to get... I don't know if I'll be able to afford Never. Because I've still got Hasty. If I want to go like Hasty up to Never, I'm only going to have like 100k to go Stewart out. Oh, I might be able to go Stewart. It might be Stewart up and Hasty up to Never. That might be what I got to do. If this goes to St Kilda, it's going to be a tackle for Garcia. Oh, no, it doesn't. Dempsey got it. What's Garcia on? Let's have a look. Garcia's on 12 already. 3 tackles. Unbelievable. Max Hall on 21. So Garcia getting pretty close. Wilkie, that's a great mark. Has Nasai got any points? Nasai's only got the 1 kick in this quarter. Really surprising. He's been quiet. Maybe Sinclair's who I'm going to go for. I don't know. But McRae going along very, very nicely. Seven likes away from 100 likes, guys. If you haven't liked it yet, make sure you smash a like on the video. Just need the 7. And then we'll see if we can break the 150. We still got a quarter and a half to go. But make sure you smash a like on the video. That'd be very, very much appreciated. Here we go. Just messaging. I'm getting bloody hungry now as well. Grind Myers. Grind Myers has been almost invisible as well tonight. Hardly noticed him. I kept Wicks once Garcia was announced sub, says Daniel. Oh, I've got Wicks as well. Trade or hold if Bailey Smith isn't named next week. Probably hold because he'll be back the week after, I'd imagine. Corey Blackledge, I need Lindsay sometime next week and Never. Tony Ford, Hollands to Never probably won't give me the cash, enough cash for Perryman and Nasaya. Can Kako go, says Gabriel? Probably, but he's probably not a big concern, I don't think. Over to Confident Crom Sport, never miss a game and had to cover work today. Gutted. Going to watch the full replay in the morning after seeing the score. Oh yeah, it was a great game, mate. Definitely go watch it. Fast Track Frenzy. Who goes first, Day or Hollands? Hollands for me. I'd rather hold Day, even though he's got a tough matchup next week. Zach Jones, lock v Richmond next week, says Ben. Oh, yeah. Definitely wouldn't be trading into him, but wouldn't shock me if he went well. There's Steele. Steele kick. It's not McRae, though, is it? Oh, here's McRae, though. McRae coming out for another kick. Kicks to Hall. Hall +6 coming up, maybe, unless he handballs it to McRae. No, so Hall looks like +6 here. Corey Blackledge, I had to get rid of Taylor this week. I have 198k in the bank. Went Pryor in and Ashcroft for Hasty, so need Lindsay and Nevitt somehow next week. I like those. I like those trades, mate. Pryor was pretty good, so Pryor would be someone I'd almost like to get in, but I'm not going to be able to. What's for dinner, Bale says beyond 33. It's either... I'm not sure, actually. It's either toasties or takeaway. Like cheese toasties or takeaway. One of those two. Bales, you're still working at Macca's. I'm hunting pods for defensive line next, says Ben Hayes. Never worked at Macca's, mate. It was at Hungry Jack's, but I'm still there 2 days a week. I do a lot more of this stuff anyway. So this is more my full-time job. I only do that 2 days a week just to get that little bit of cash flow. But yeah, doing this a lot more. Zane Thorntonston, what rank are you? Not sure. I think I was like 9,000 after the Port game, and that'd been with my captain and everything and played. So not sure how much I'll fall down, but I'm not sure. Yes, Max Hall Ghost Son says ETN. RJE, when does the game finish? 7 minutes 21 left in the third quarter. So here's Max Hall again with another kick into McRae. McRae +5 with the handball. Here's Jezza getting back into defence. Yes, Max Hall Ghost Son says ETN. Cactus MTB. Thoughts on Riley Bice this week? A big watch for me, Cactus. Big watch. He looked really, really good last week. Named on ground, so probably not going to be the sub. He's a downgrade target I'm looking at potentially in the coming weeks. Bro's working at HJ's for cash, Jen says ETN. Oh, I like that. ETN, I love that, mate. That's great. That's the joke of the night. I love it. Bro works at HJ's for cash, Jen. That's cool. I like that. I'm gonna have to use that in future, actually. That's a very, very good one. Corey Blackledge, I'm not going bad this round. Lowest score so far is 43. Oh, mate, I wish I was doing that. Never another tackle. Just be good if Nevitt just didn't go massive so I could actually afford him. The lower he goes, the easier it is to get him in and get Nasai from Tom Shute. Because Tom Shute's going to go down 50k. Like, I should be able to get both in. I should still be fine regardless. Or Sinclair. Like, Nasai or Sinclair is where I'm going. But where does Bice play? Off half back, Ben. Bales, do you get Crows players coming to the store? Not last year and apparently not this year, but a couple of years ago we had... So 4 years ago we had Jordan Dawson and Riley O'Brien come in. There's a photo on my Instagram with them too, so that was really good. And then the year after that it was Ned McHenry, Luke Pedler, Riley O'Brien again, and Nick Murray. It was meant to be Tex, but the week they came was the week of Tex's 300, so he had all media stuff, so he didn't come in. But no, I remember meeting Dawson. One of the nicest guys I've met, asking stuff about me. Like, he's like, what are you doing at uni and everything? I'm like, mate, I'm here to ask you questions, not the other way around. So he's asking me about uni and everything, which is really, really good. Really, really nice guy. And I'm glad he's a Crows player as well. So I'm ranked 8.5k, says Zane. Cactus, what do we think of Josh Ward as a pod option? He was really good. Really, really good. I don't think I'd be trading into him because he's got a buy as well coming up, Cactus, in round 4. But he looked really good. Grab him off the draft if he's on the waivers. I met Chris Judd at the airport when I was like 10. Pretty happy. Cool. That's it. That's really good. Marco, Ashcroft or Lindsay on field? Levi for me. Better matchup. Apparently it's meant to be a bit wet tomorrow, but better matchup still. So I'd be I'll be playing him. I don't know if you can get a look at Lindsay and see how it goes, but who's your favourite fantasy player of all time, says Tony Ford. It's probably got to be Lairdy. Obviously been a Crow player, being one of my favourites and being a very fantasy relevant player for a number of years and still fantasy relevant. He would be mine. McRae clearance and the +3 when I'm McRae. If it was a non-Crows player, who's my favourite fantasy player of all time, would be Brent Stanton, my boy. So there's Nevitt handball, DeConing kick coming up. So yeah, it'd be those two. Obviously Swanee, Rocky, Tom Mitchell, Grundy, guys like that. All the pigs have been good as well. So Sinclair tackle. Beyond 33, saw Neil Rasmus at IGA this week. Says Beyond 33. Marshall +6. Marshall absolutely racking up. Should be 50 metres. Don't know how that's not 50. Marshall had all the players on the other side and he's gone the other way. I'm 11.96 with 9 left. That's including McRae tonight and DeConing. Refresh scores bars. Oh, yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks, Ben. Thank you for reminding me. It's been a minute. There's been a fair bit of chat. McRae 121. Jezza getting a little bit more involved. Stanton 193 against Brisbane, says Spruce Moose. I didn't own him for that. I remember that was a year when I wasn't taking fantasy obviously as seriously. And I think I started with Stanton, traded to Joe Watson, and then Stanton went to 193 like 2 weeks later. So, I started Joe Watson, traded to Brent Stanton, then Stanton did bad, so I traded back to Joe Watson, and then Stanton went 193. But obviously that was fairly young at the time and was just trading to players who I like. But yeah, that was not great. McRae's back, says Zane. Oh, definitely back. He's looked fantastic tonight. Still 4 minutes to go as well, and he's already over 120. So much for Marshall being a cheap forward option, says Marco. Oh, agreed. There's no forward status coming the way it's going. He's looked great. Here's Humphreys. Oh, Humphreys slipped over. Oh, he's about to get a +6 as well. Never maybe a tackle. Nope. ZE3R0. I'm new to Supercoach. Does anyone know how long the score freezes usually take? I'm not sure. Z, I don't know. And what do you want me to call you as well? Like ZE3R0 is probably a bit of a weird name to say. Is it just? Might call you Zero. I don't know. Z3R0 maybe. I don't know. Bales, mate, how's it going? Says Playing Footy. Not great, mate. Not great, but we're pushing through. I don't know if you saw, mate, but obviously have Tom Stewart. So, yeah, not great. Corey Blackledge saw Braden George at the NBL the other day. It's normally just 0. Thanks. Yeah, I'll just say 0. That's all good. Is that a Tom DeConing intercept mark? God's sake. Just be nice if those guys didn't score massive. Oh, Marshall got taken out of the contest. Garcia handball. Sinclair missed the mark. Is Mason Wood getting around a few. Sinclair another kick. And he's got Owens. RBL Mobro says, wow, I've got to deal with Stewart, Hollands, Roberts, Taylor and Hobbs. What do I do? Stewart's got to go first. Sounds like he's out 4 to 6. And I'd be going maybe Hobbs. If not, then Hollands. And funny that Taylor's not even a priority. Playing Footy, sorry to hear that, mate. What about Guesty? I think Guesty also had Tom Stewart, so he's not probably going too great either, to be honest. Zane Thorntonson, is Adam Chera worthwhile? Probably not to trade in, I don't know. But he's been good, so you probably could trade into him. But yeah, he's been good. It's back out to 28 points. Owens kicks the goal. $96 likes as well. So 4 away. So 4 people out there can just smash a like on the video and get us to 100. That'd be very much appreciated. Wonder if we can break the record from last night, which was 150. Tony Ford, took me until round 19 last year to have a forced trade. Oh. Yeah. God, I wish those times were around. I don't even know what a trade that isn't forced looks like. At least I didn't start SDKs done in the ruck for at least 4 rounds. Maybe ETN, potentially. We got 99 likes. Just need one more. McRae, another clearance and another kick. Just need one more like, guys. Got over 100 watching as well, which is fantastic. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in tonight. It's annoying that it's not a positive watch along, but it is what it is. 0, I was low-key thinking about VC McRae, but I had to do Rosie. Would have been crazy cool seeing it now. Exactly. Yeah, I was slightly disappointed that I had Dawson VC and I took that and I didn't go Rosie, but I was never taking on a 134 as vice captain. Never doing that. I'm just glad I had both. Henry V, is it worth trading into Never now with a Brisbane matchup? Might have missed him. No, I don't think you have. He's looked good. He's going to be in the team. He's going to make money. He's got a good role. I think he's a good option. He's definitely someone looking at. Sinclair, another kick. Sinclair could be the guy I'm going, you know. SDK, I don't know if he got McRae high then. Yeah, McRae got him high. Oh, sorry, SDK got him high. Tony, I have Ash and Taylor, and they won't be going for a while, says Tony. Yeah, agreed. Yep. McRae, you're so hot, says Ben Hayes. Yeah, McRae's going very, very good. Is that another tackle for Garcia? Oh, no, against Garcia for high. I think. Closey free kick. But I was like, Captain Dunkley says Pine Footy. Yeah, he's fine. He was my number 4 option this week, so that's fine. I think that's a fine captain choice. Amy Dixon got Never in this week instead of SDK with the Stewart injury. I think it could be a big win. Yeah, Amy, I'd agree. Yep. I think Never was the play after looking at it. And depending on what you could do, that'll be insufficient intent against Marshall. Pretty obvious, but SDK will get the free kick, which is annoying. ETN, I think Never would be better with tough matchups with his tackles. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad shout there, ETN. Closey, good mark. Got 23 seconds to go in the quarter, and we have passed 100 likes. So thank you, everyone that's liked it so far. We're on 104, so what's that? We need 46 to break the record again from last night. So we had 150 last night. So if we can get another 46 to break that again, that would be unreal. So make sure you smash a like. We got nearly 100 watching still. So appreciate everyone that's tuning in tonight. This will be the last disposal of the quarter. Then we'll go through the scores. And behind for Closey. Daniel, I'd like to thank Max Hall for locking in this quarter. Bales, you're doing great with your streams. Keep it going. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate it. Make new goals. Yep, that's what we're trying to do. Trying to beat the goal every night. So Corey Blackledge, thoughts on VC McRae against the Tigers in a brochure against the Eagles next week? Yeah, love it. McRae's definitely going to be in very, very high contention for captains next week for sure. How many watch-longs next week? Probably we'll do... I'm just having a look, actually. So, probably 3 again. Probably do Thursday, Friday, Saturday again. Depending on how... if I'm free. It's normally if I'm free, I'll just do a watch-along. So Essendon Port on the Thursday, Carlton Bulldogs on the Friday, and then Saturday night, we've actually got the 2 games. We've got Hawthorn and GWS, and then we've got Brisbane and Geelong. So probably doing Brisbane-Geelong, and then not watching Day get tagged, and hopefully just beats the tag. That's probably what we'll do next week. I know that round 4, I'll be unavailable, I believe, on the Friday, but we'll still do one on the Thursday and the Saturday. So it's probably what we'll look at doing. In terms of watch-alongs and schedule and stuff like that. Jack, hold Perryman for the weekend, fill both Pryor and Reid, and to get rid of Sanders and Day. Oh, Jack, if Sanders and Day, you're getting rid of them, I'd be getting rid of Perryman before those two. Blake Barrett, shake and win at Hungry Jack's is the best. Moon Boy, I love the 3 watch-alongs on the weekend. It's my comfort watch, especially on a cold, rainy winter night. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you. How much is Perryman going down? A fair bit, probably. Henry V, note that watch-alongs he's doing and don't trade in from those teams, says Henry. Yep, do that. Definitely do that. Marco said, sounds good. Let's have a look at the scores. Jack McRae's on 128. That is massive. Having a fantastic game. Filling all the stat lines. 7 marks, 8 tackles is great. Marshall 101 going along very nicely. He ain't getting cheap. Jack Steele 86. Mason Wood 85. Sinclair 83. Sinclair going along nicely. Windy's on 80 as well. Nevitt's on 75. Again, following up from last week, I think he's probably got to be the guy we bring in. I've got to try and get him in next week if I can. Nasai's on 72. Been quiet since probably the first half. Probably should be on a lot more. Humphrey 66. DeConing 65. Holmes on 61. That's not bad considering he's getting the windy tag. Grind Myers 51's been quiet. Conor Sutton 42. Jeremy Cameron 39. Max Hall's on 36. O'Connell's 25. Garcia's on 18 with obviously the 4 tackles. So not a bad quarter from Garcia there. But obviously McRae is the guy that's getting it done, which is fantastic. What do we got? 108 likes. We've got 108 people. So everyone's liked it clearly. But if you have not liked it yet, 150 is our goal. 42 away from that goal. We got a quarter to hit that goal. So if you haven't liked it, make sure you smash a like on the video. It takes 1 click and it helps out us a lot. Pine Footy Bales, would you come to Perth to see the Crows play at Optus? I'd buy you a beer. Well, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Probably not this year, I don't think. Maybe not this year, but we'll see. Never know. Just with the US trip last year, the bank count took a bit of a hit, but we're slowly building it back up. Jack Day, my only route to getting Nevitt, though, plus Perryman has a buy, so won't lose money. Okay, well, that's fair then. Nevitt looking good, says Moonboy. Yep, he's looking very, very good. Ben says Nevitt again. I like that one. Yep, Luke would like that one as well from the Bull Boys. Campbell Baldwin, do you think Liberatore scores more than Clayton Oliver? What did Libba score last night? I can't even remember. We're up to 110 likes as well, so just 40 away. Make sure you smash a like. Yeah, what did Libba score last night? I can't even remember. Then I'll be able to give you my tip, Campbell. Exceptions, McRae looking the goods. Agreed. RJE, how long till the game's finished, bro? Got no clue about Aussie football. I'm from the UK. Well, RJE, good to see you tuning in, mate. Very much appreciate it. There is 1 quarter left, and the quarters go for roughly 25 to 35 minutes, depending on like time stops and whatever. Like time added on and everything. We appreciate you tuning in from the UK, mate. Good to see we're going international. Ben Hayes on 13:37 with Stewart, Hall, Hollins, Jason and Francis as the non-scorers. Campbell Baldwin, do you think Liberatore scored more than Oliver? Scored 108. I hope Oliver scores more. Maybe not, depending if he gets attention from a Phillips or something again. I'll say he scores more, but we'll have to see. Perryman looks like losing 21k for next week, says Tony. That's not too bad if that's the case, and I'll take it. Does anyone want to check how much Stewart will lose? That'd be, I'd appreciate someone letting me know. Probably like 50k, 60k, somewhere like that. He'd be like 840. Future Primo, never say never. Nicely done, Moon Boy. Nicely done. Nicely done. What will be a good score this week overall, says Cactus MTB. Really hard to say, Cactus, because it's best 18, so I'm not sure. Check your score, Bales. I'll check at the end of the game, Ben, just because I haven't checked it yet, so I'll check it at the end of the game. LM7, did you end up keeping the Dawson captain or make the ballsy play of running Rosie? Oh, no. I captained... I took the VC of Dawson. I was never taking on a 134. Not worth 11 points, really. 82 break-even for Stewart. BM Murphy, I want to know how much he'll go down. That's what I'm looking for. If anyone's got like price projector or anything like that. I would imagine scores a 9 when they 82 break-even, 70 difference between the break-even. It's probably like going down 50k. Something like that. So I'm going to need 200k to upgrade him. Which means I won't be able to go hasty up to Lindsay, I don't think. Oh, sorry, haste up to Nevitt, I don't think. I'm probably going to fall like 100k short. Campbell Baldwin, they both had the same break-even, and Liberatore was 100k more. Should be able to afford premium now. Ben Hayes, Bales, I'll quit my uni course after 2 weeks, lol. Oh, you quit after 2 weeks. What were you studying, Ben? Sinclair, another disposal. Marshall, Mark, and a handball. Selby's site has him down 68k, says Ben McCulloch. Oh, great. That's even more than what I thought. Yeah, that's bad. That means I'm definitely not going to be able to get Nevitt and a upgrade in defence. Or at least one that I want. I was doing medicine, says Ben. Oh, that's going to be annoying. I thought maybe I'd be able to afford it, but maybe not. Or maybe I go Camporelli to Nevitt. That might be the play. Just have to keep Hasty for the time being and just hope that another rookie comes along and can trade him at some point. Because Camporelli being subbed out, who knows if he gets dropped. I might have to do that. I'd be able to do that. I'll be able to do something. So, but now going to do teaching staying next semester. Oh, good, Ben. If that's what you enjoy more, then I'm glad that you're changing. Murphy, how much you reckon Petrarca scores this week, Bales? I think he goes 112. I think you have a good week. I was wanting to get him in next week for Will Day, potentially, but there's too many other issues that I'm definitely not trading Will Day anymore. We're up to 111 likes, 39 away from 150, 39 away from breaking the record that we set last night. We got 150. Can we get 151 or more tonight? If you are watching, we've got 100 watching, smash a like on the video so we can break that goal. Takes 1 second, literally. 1 click, 1 second, and you've helped us out a whole bunch. So if you can do that, that'd be fantastic. Could McRae get a +6 here? No, Windy's got it instead. Marshall, though, another +6 for Marshall. Marshall dominating, going to Max Hall. Not a great kick. But Max Hall kick to Brad Hill. Not 15, apparently. These umpires are shit. This not 15 rule is just absolute bullshit. Who's our captains next week? Rosie, McRae, or Dawson, says Cactus. I haven't looked, to be honest, Cactus. But if I was to take a quick look now and see who's there. Here's Higgins. Oh, no, free kick to Geelong. If I was to look and see who's next week, Rosie against Eston's a pretty good VC option on the Thursday night. Who else is here? Clary against Gold Coast could be all right. Even Petrarca as well. McRae against Richmond, obviously, it looks like it could be a very, very good pick there. And if you've got one of the Saints guys as a VC, you could go them as like defender, sorry. Dawson against North Melbourne's a good shout as well. Sheasley against the Crows could be okay as well. So looking at that, based on looking at all those, I'd probably be going McRae vice-captain into Jordan Dawson. That would probably be where I sit. But also like Rosie as well on the Thursday night. But I'll probably do the Dawson captain and then Rosie... Jack McRae vice-captain probably. Who do you have instead of Bailey Smith? I've got Sam Wicks on field for him this week. Brisbane Bloods, how do you assess Simpkins' role last week? Only 10 CBAs but scored 125 with only 1 goal. Yeah, he was great last week. His scoring could be up and down, but he was very good. Iron-Pie Basketball, in my opinion, the rules in AFL need to be more simplified and consistent. Romo could go huge next week, says Ben. Yeah, agreed. Yep. Hopefully Sarong gets the tag over Brayshaw. I would imagine he does, Murphy. I wouldn't, but like Sydney could honestly do something where Rowbottom goes to Sarong, Jordan goes to Brayshaw, and Hayward goes to Jordan Clark, but they're not going to run 3 tags, I wouldn't imagine. So it's probably Jordan to Sarong, Hayward maybe to Jordan Clark, something like that. And Brayshaw's probably left alone, but it's a tough matchup anyway. So if you're looking at captaincies and everything, I wouldn't be looking at it. Let's have a quick refresh of the scores. Let's have a look and see how they're going. McRae 130, Marshall 117. Very nice. Bray Seer, says Ben. Brisbane Bloods, would you go Parker or Simpkin? Parker was one of the high CBA tennies for North last week. You could go either. You could go Parker, you know. I'm probably not looking at either, but you could go Parker for the more CBA role potentially. Just won't last, so that's the thing. Whereas Simpkins' role's probably going to stay what it is. Here's Nasiah, probably with a handball. Yep, handball for Nasiah there. Jack Steele was free for the +6, but didn't go to him. And out of bounds. Or Jordan does Clark first half, then a mid-tag second half. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, that's another one. I got Rankin in for Bailey Smith as Gabrielle. Obviously didn't go amazing today. Obviously you got subbed out, but he'll be great for the rest. So I think the trade's okay. Bailey Smith, though, you'll probably want at some point. Why won't Parker's last? Wardlaw coming back? Yeah, Wardlaw, like me, Wardlaw will be back at some point and will eat into Parker's role, whereas no one's going to eat into Simpkins' role. Simpkins' role is what it is. He's going to get a sprinkling of CBAs and play a bit of half forward. So think Max Hall got a handball there and Marshall got a kick. Higgins again and goal. Another goal for the Saints. So they're on their way to winning this one, I reckon. So what is that? We're 39 likes away now from our goal. We're up to 111 likes. 111. Let's try and get to 150. Andrew Domhedy. Oh, hang on. Crap. Give me a sec, guys. Hang on. Headphones just unplugged. Andrew Domhedy. Hi, Buzz. How you going, Andrew? Hope you're going well. Yeah, keep smashing the likes. Keep getting them in. 96 people watching. If you haven't liked it, smash a like. 150 likes is what we're going for. Exceptions. Marshall looking very good in the ruck. I don't think Harry Boyd will be coming back soon. Yeah, the way it's looking, probably not. And St Kilda have played really well with Marshall as the number one ruck, so that's probably what it's going to be like. Thank you. Someone just liked it, up to 112. Appreciate whoever liked it just then. There's Marshall again. Handball to Garcia. Garcia kick. Ooh. Garcia again with a handball. Marshall kick. And goes to Max Hall, who marks. Lining up for goal. Wells, did you hear about Buddy Smith? Yes, I did. Yeah, he's on my bench. Brisbane Bloods, is English to Marshall a possibility? Seems pretty luxurious with all the carnage. I don't know if I'd necessarily want to train to Marshall after one good game, after the way he looked last week, but he's dropped cash. You could definitely look at it. He's got Richmond, which is a good matchup. I'll definitely prefer Marshall to English for sure. Please plus 12 here, Maxi. No, he missed it. So just was it plus 4? 15 minutes to go on a very weird watch long again. Marshall up to 126. Jeez. His break-even was like 140, 150. He's definitely not going down anymore when we all thought he was going to. Obviously, Geelong's a great matchup for rucks, right? Like, he's up against SDK. It's not a hard matchup, but obviously very handy. Marshall again with a kick. Marshall's just a very good footballer. He's just very, very good. Should have locked in, says Daniel. RBL Mowbro, who is the go-to from Stewart? Play aggressive and trade to Whitfield, who was around 16. But I'll go with a cheap option like a Dale or a Nasiah. I'd go Nasiah. But actually, to be fair, Whitfield you could look at now because he's off his bye. I'd probably prefer Nasiah if he's cheaper. Oh, geez, Ollie Henry burned a few teammates who were free. Marshall handball again. Marshall just racking up. Blitzarves, Closey. Goal for Closey, goal for Geelong. Geelong still sticking around. Connor O'Sullivan looking better this week. Oh, he's probably a defender rookie we could look at with Stewart now going to be out for a bit. But yeah, so RBL Mowbray, I'm looking at one of the Saints guys because they got Richmond. That's probably where I'm looking at. Marshall should never have to share the ruck, says Moonboy. Agreed. Ben Hayes, awkward. I feel bad for people that started Romo and traded. Yeah, agreed, Ben. I do as well. Exceptions, yeah, but Marshall's run is great. Is there any way we go TDK to Marshall? Nah, that's a very, very, very luxurious trade. I wouldn't be trading TDK or Cherry. So I wouldn't even be looking at that. I don't think anyone is going to be in a position where they can be looking at going like a TDK or Cherry to Marshall. No forward status on Marshall, says Steve-O. No, not the way he's played tonight. He won't be getting it. Marshall again. Another handball to McRae. McRae kick. Lovely kick. Anyone that questions McRae's kicking, I don't understand because his kicking is actually really good. Come on, Hall 60, says Ben. Why did McRae not get his kick? Oh, there we go. McRae up to 137. He must have got a tackle somewhere as well. Never up to 80 as well. What's on the other scores? Humphrey 70, SDK 68, Holmes 67, Hall 48, So, yeah, Hall 48, actually. That's pretty good from where he was. I'm not going to be able to get on him, though. I've got too many other issues. Garcia, 25. So, he's hit his break even. So, he's not going to lose any cash now. Can he maybe make a couple of K for coaches? Because his break even's going to obviously shoot back up. English to Marshall, you could do, lol, but too many pressing issues for that type of luxury trade. You definitely could do English to Marshall, but yeah, agreed. Cripps getting ruck status maybe, says Henry V. Oh, you never know the way that Carlton are using him. McRae's name has been dragged through the mud, says Moonboy. Agreed. It gets dragged through the mud all the time, and he's not a bad player at all. Like, okay, he might not be as quick as what he was, but that's a free kick against Garcia, surely. Don't understand how that's not a free kick, but anyway. Exceptions. Mitch Owen's done so well tonight, was taking Stewart out of the game early and had an impact after he went down. Agreed. Corey Bladage, I'm so annoyed. Won't be able to get both Never and Lindsay. Might have to hold Garcia. Oh, hopefully Garcia's not the sub next week. Just got a handball there, Garcia. O'Connell got the kick as well. Humphrey's handball. Oh, no. Bo's tripped over. I don't know if it was a trip or not. Oh, it was a trip. Corey Badge says Perryman has to go. Yep. Marshall to McRae going to be biggest 1-2 passage, says Ben. JHF trade next week, says Murphy. Definitely not. There is no way that anyone's in a position to be trading a JHF. And you don't trade him as well because he's the guy that will probably put up a 120 on your head. So I would not be trading. Do I hold day in drafts, says Steve-O. I would, yep. Get through the tough games and then he'll have a good run and score well, I think. So I'll be holding. Far out, I'm bloody hungry. What else here? 114 likes. We're getting close. Getting closer. What is that? 36 likes away from 150. That's our next goal. Can we hit 150 likes on the stream? That's the goal. Is that a McRae tackle? No, because it went to Geelong. God damn it. There's Dempsey. Is that a goal? I think it's a goal for Dempsey. Yep. Geelong are back in it. Geelong are back. Hold your horses for everyone that thought it was going to be a St Kilda win. It's back to 17 points. Still plenty of time. 11 minutes, 19 to go. Ben Hayes, cheese toasty. Well, yeah, I might be having that. I'm not sure. Did JHF sit a full forward today? Yeah, at times. Yep, yeah, he did. Could have had 2 goals, gave them off, and gave away 5 free kicks. So just, yeah, a bit unlucky, unfortunately. My backline might be screwed with 2 rookies in it, says Murphy. Oh, I don't think just yet. I don't think so just yet. Dylan Moore and Harry Perryman or Taranto to trade out. What's your thoughts? Don't trade Dylan Moore. Harry Perryman can go. Taranto I wouldn't be trading. I think there's other issues, Andrew. But if he's your biggest issue, then you could. With the early buy coming, would you sack Perryman or Sanders this week, says King Kizzy. Perryman's definitely got to go before Sanders. Definitely. Closey has had a great game, says Daniel. He's been good since coming on. Agreed. Want Geelong to win as want 8 of 8 tips. Well, yeah, I'm on track for full tips if Geelong do win, but I guess we'll find out. That's why I fade him, Moonboy. That was always in my mind with him. Steve-O, do I need to get rid of Taranto in draft? I got offered Cherry, Taranto, and Perryman for Brayshaw, Callaghan, Grundy, and Duggan. Geez, I'd be tempted to... I remember you asked me this the other day, Steve. I'd almost be tempted to take it now. I know Cherry's going to be good, but Brayshaw, Callaghan, and Duggan are going to be much better than Perryman and Taranto. You're just losing Cherry, obviously, which sucks, but I'd almost do it. If you could somehow do it without Cherry, but that's not going to happen, obviously, because that's why they're doing it. Dempsey was an insane pickup by the Cats, overlooked by everyone else. Yep, agreed, he's a very good player. Campbell Baldwin, do I try to find a way to get rid of Reed? I'm assuming that's Murphy Reed. You can get rid of him, but you don't have to. Shannon Neal, that is a goal. Another goal for Geelong. Here we go. Geelong are back. What is it back to? Back to 11 points. Do I try to find a way to get rid of Reed? Oh, no, Zach Reed. No. Just keep, Reed's making cash. He's fine. I got Dawson and McRae's captain options next week, says Steve-O. Yep. I'm agreeing with that. Probably McRae and do Dawson for me. A lot of people might go Rosie into McRae, but and Rosie's got a very good history against Essendon as well, actually. So McRae easy 120 next week, says Ben. Yeah, and that's why I'll probably go in VC, right? I'll go in VC and then I'll go captaincy on Dawson. Shannon will win a Colin at some point, says exceptions. But exceptions, I reckon you've changed your bloody name midstream because it was Etienne before. So I reckon you've changed it. Geelong win, this says Moonboy. I need Geelong to win, so I get 5 out of 5 tips so far, says Andrew. So it seems like everyone wants Geelong to come back and win this. Says Nasai got a handball. Nasai another handball. Gave it straight to Holmes. Sinclair tackle. No, because it went to Jezza Cameron, so Holmes handball. McRae handball. Out of bounds. O'Sullivan maybe might be a good option. He looks good, says Henry. I wouldn't trust him as a long-term option, but you never know. Because it is against the Saints as well. That's why he's looking good. Neil is a Jet, says Ben. Yeah, he's very, very good. Yeah, I'll change back. Thanks for noticing. All good, mate. Nine and a half minutes to go. Nasai with a soccer off the ground. He's never asleep. Not sure. I haven't noticed him for a while. So he's got 5 points in the quarter, but not much else. 141 from McRae, 135 for Marshall. Look at all the Saints players getting the points. The Saints up to their high scoring ways. And Nasai's back up to 86 as well, so you get a lot more of the ball. 150 for McRae. I think he can get 150 from here, definitely. WTF is this? They can't score, says JC Finesse. Oh, here we go. Windhager handball to Marshall. Another kick. Marshall might be going 150 at this rate. Windy with a ton, of course. There's exceptions. Yeah, I know. Danger mark. Here we go. Interesting. If he kicks this, it's back to less than a goal, which would be crazy that it was well over 40 points, I think, at one point. This would be very, very interesting. Up to 119 likes as well. So we are 31 away. We've got nearly 100 people again. So if you have not smashed a like yet, and you are one of 31 people that can do that and help us reach 150 likes, that would be fantastic. So make sure you do that. Dangerfield misses. Sinclair kicking, it looks like. What do you think has been the biggest fantasy comeback? Biggest fantasy comeback, so short to Nasaya, who gets a +6 here. Biggest fantasy comeback, 100% is Zach Merritt against North Melbourne. Would have been the year that Matt Mottram won it, and he had him captain. He was on like 30-something at halftime, and he ended up getting like a 180. Like he had like 140 point second half. That's like for me the biggest comeback, definitely. And I don't think it will ever be beaten. It was just absolutely crazy. SDK's on 68 for me, says Andrew. LM7. Marshall really made us think he'd drop low enough for TDK. Oh, mate. He gave us the candy, and he said, oh, yep, I'm going to drop this much. Not going to happen. So he's not going to drop it all. Oh. Water bottle nearly went. Good catch for me, though. I'll say that. And dogs are barking because they think someone's at the door. Of course they do. 7 minutes to go. 10-point margin. Can Geelong get... Oh! Dangerfield just got hit. Oh, hang on. Geelong got the numbers. No, St Kilda just hold up enough. Once you... Freddie Jong, I don't understand. Don't understand, mate. Really don't. Jai Clark. Has he got it? He's missed it. Another miss for Geelong. Back to 9 points now. Sinclair, another kick in. It's going short to Caminiti, who probably should go short to Nasai here, but he might not. No, he'll go to Jones instead. What's the time in Adelaide now, says Andrew? 9:36 p.m. Corey Blackledge, that is a spam chat. Came in there. Yeah, he did it last night as well. So, just quietly, I called this comeback at halftime, says Fevelenko. You did, mate. You did. You did. Obviously, not yet, but McRae handball to Max Hall, who kicks it. Jack Henry, it's a good mark over Windy. This game needs more Max Hall, says Daniel. There's Holmes with a kick coming up here. Whereas Higgins going to chase him down? No. Max Hall. Not Max Hall. Max Holmes kick. It's bad kick. Straight to St Kilda. Caminiti mark. 5.5 minutes to go. And we're on 121 likes. 29 away. We've ticked under 30 now. 29 likes to go. If you haven't liked it, make sure you smash a like so we can get 150. 150 likes. That would help make up for the Tom Stewart injured 9 in a way. Won't fully make up for it, but to an extent it will. Here's McRae again. No touch for him there. There's Higgins. Bit of a stupid kick, that one. Giving it straight back to Geelong. Humphreys should get it here. Yep. Let's have a quick refresh of the scores. Oh, Geelong turnover. Zach Jones should have marked it. He didn't. He punched it. McRae 147. Marshall 140. Watch on the 150. Potential for McRae. I think they just burnt McRae there. Humphreys gets past Max Hall. He's so good on his left or right. Like, it doesn't actually matter what foot Lawson Humphreys is on. Oh, Geelong got numbers here. Oh, they got numbers. Could be a goal for close. Then it's a goal. Nasai should not have hit that towards a goal. I think it's a goal for Geelong. It's been called a goal. Whether it stands or not, who knows? But if it is, it's less than a goal now. It'll be back to 3 points. McRae Permacy, says Moonboy. McRae's locked in, says Daniel. How much time left? About 4 minutes or so. Let's see. Is it a close goal? I don't think it is. I think it's come off Nasai. Or maybe it's come off close last, actually. Ted Closey, downgrade option if he can stay out of the vest. Bales, says Joel Turner. Maybe. I think that's come off of close last. Let's have a look. Nah, it's come off from Nasai last. Yeah, so Nasai, it looks like that'll be a behind. Oliver 95 plus this week, says Murphy. I hope so. I think that's a behind. Don't see it coming off of closest foot. I think that'll be a behind. Yep, behind. So no goal. So it's back down to 8 points. So Geelong might get there through kicking behinds. No, Nasai kick in. I think Nasai is definitely the guy I'm looking at next week against Richmond. I would have loved to have gone Nasai and Sinclair, but there's no way I'm going to be able to afford that. So 4 minutes 17 to go. 8-point margin. What's going to happen? There's a McRae tackle. Oh, no, not a tackle because it went to Geelong. Thought that was the 150 up for McRae there. Oh, Jezza nearly took a big pack mark there. There's Dempsey. Geelong got numbers here again. Tom Atkins up in the air. There's Ollie Henry. Handball's too close. He's immediately under Sinclair pressure. That'll be a ball up. Don't think McRae's got the 150 yet. No, he has. They've counted tackle. I didn't think it was, but they've counted the tackle. So McRae's on 150. He's got the 150. There you go. There's Stengel. Snaps around. Anyone there? Oh, good mark by Liam O'Connell. That's a great mark. Wonder if it's a game-saving mark or not. $160 odd in Supercoach from McRae here. Wow, that's big. Turned over to Geelong. Blitzarves. Can Geelong get a goal to get back into it? Right back into it. Caminiti mark. SDK handball. Kick back into Geelong's 50. Here we go again. No, nothing. No, Dempsey bumped off of it. Anything here. Geelong. Here's danger. Taking on 4. Jezza can't pick the ball up. Myers got tripped, I think. No. And another ball up again. Sin an option, says Marco. I couldn't trust Sin as an option, no. I know he played well, Davis, against Richmond. Where's TDK? You meant SDK, says Fevelenko. We got a handball just then, so... Oh, here we go. Oh, that was a great knock-on by Close. Danger! Nah, rush behind again. 7-point margin now. Did you hold Garcia Bales, says Lucas. No, I didn't. In terms of if I would hold him or not. It depends if he's a sub again, but maybe trade. So Nasai kick in to Sinclair for a +6. It's going to be really interesting to see who I go out of those two. They're both so similar in terms of what they can score. I feel like Sinclair could be the ceiling play, but he's probably the guy that might get tagged. McRae's free for a +6. Oh my God, that's an awful kick. 1 on 3 for bloody in favour of Geelong there. Out in the full from O'Sullivan. That's probably the worst possible result. Because if it went through from behind, they'd be potentially there. Geelong should try locking in, says Daniel. I think that call was wrong, by the way. I think the ball comes off Close's boot. Is Perryman an upgrade to a 1 million defender? Yes, yep. That's probably the play there. Andrew. There's O'Sullivan again. Holmes, handball. Intercepted by Sinclair, handball. McRae, mark. McRae with the mark. Going to slow it down. Could be job done for St Kilda. Vintage Jack McRae. Love to see it. Could go back to McRae. No. If he goes back to McRae, it could be the 160. No, he should have gone to McRae. McRae was free. So Mason Wood. Yeah, St Kilda are going to get it done here. Oh, he's going to go to McRae then. I saw it. He was wanting to go to McRae. Not sure if Keeler marked it there or not, if it went out on the full potentially. 5 scores in my defence and TDK the highest on 70. Put some respect on McRae's name. Dismantled the Cats. Oh, mate, he's been very, very good today. I don't know if he's cramping or if he's done a hammy. I don't know if Keeler's done a cramp. Is cramping or a hammy? Looks like Sinclair might be taking the kick for him instead. Yeah, Sinclair's taking the kick. SDK handball. And boundary throw in. 9 seconds to go. St Kilda are going to win this one. They're going to hold on. Again, like the hard surface again, playing a factor with Keeler. I don't know if he's really injured or not, or if it's a cramp, but no point having danger forward if he misses so many sodas. That's a very good point, Fevelenko. O'Connor, 3 seconds to go. Could be a free kick, and that'll be it. Siren will sound. I don't think the side got the kick away in time. St Kilda win. After a poor performance last week, they bounced back and beat Geelong. Did never get frozen in time. What happened? Yeah, he didn't have a good last quarter, did he? Let's have a look at the scores, though. Macrae, 157. Absolutely massive. And while we're reading out the scores, we've got over 100 watching. We are 28 likes away from 150, which we set the record of 150 last night. So if we can get 151, that'd be fantastic. Smash the likes up to end the video, end the stream. Jack Macrae 157 was fantastic. Vintage Jack Macrae, it was back today. Ryan Marshall 142. He ain't going down in price much at all. 29 touches for the big man is fantastic. Mason Wood 121. Jack Sinclair 114 was very good. Windy 113. Jones 111. Steele 110. Nasiah 101. Maybe the upside for Sinclair could be why I go him maybe. Who else we got here? Humphreys 87 was good. Closey scored 87 after coming on as a sub. He was very good from only 57% game time. Was great. Never got 80. Only had the 5 points in last quarter. Very, very quiet. Probably still a good option though. And 80 still a solid score. Holmes 77's okay. Obviously got the windy tag. Connor O'Sullivan 75 was good. DeConing 72 is okay. Makes cash. Obviously Fraser and him scored very similar. Grime 71 was quiet. Jeremy Cameron 61 was also quiet. Darcy Wilson was quiet with 60. Keeler 51. Max Hall got 51. That's not awful. O'Connell 38. Garcia got 27. So he got his break in by 2 points. And obviously Stewart was the big story with getting injured on the 9 points as well. So a lot of the St Kilda boys going over 110. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players going over 110 for St Kilda, and then 8 players going over the ton for St Kilda. So that's amazing scoring. Shows that St Kilda still have that scoring power. And they've got Richmond next week, so some big scores could be on the horizon once again. Now we've got 26 likes to go to get the 150. Make sure you smash like on the video. Brisbane Bloods, I can do one of these options in my trade-ins for Garcia. 1, Simpkin and 197k. 2, Parker and 179k. 3, Corey Warner and 695k. With Wicks at F5, would be Luke with Davidson or Stone at F6. It's probably safer to go with Simpkin, but I don't know if I'd necessarily love bringing Simpkin in. So I wouldn't mind doing the Corey Warner play, Brisbane Bloods. Depends what your team looks like for moving forward, what the structure looks like. It's very hard to say it without looking at the team. Wow, huge scout. Nobody predicted that, says Moonboy. Yes, agreed. I didn't do it. Zach, SDK 7 points and Nev at 5 points in the final quarter. Yeah, very, very quiet from those two. Exceptions, McRae and Marshall, Saints dynamic duos. Yep, agreed. What was McRae's highest ever score in fantasy? 190 against Richmond. I think it was like 2017 or 2018 or something like that. A little bit of a while ago. Probably his highest score since then, though. What a game also puts me at 2,765 ranking, says LM7. Very well done, mate. Moonboy, I was saying well done to LM7 there. Fevelenko, cheers for all the work, Bales. Thanks, mate. But yeah, that's where we end up there. So still got 26 likes to get the 150. Can we do it? Big up, Bales, for the stream. Thanks, mate. Very much appreciate it. It was a tough one to get through, but we got through in the end. Have a great night, Bales. I'm going to head off now. See you in tomorrow's stream. Hopefully the woes fix up. Yeah, exactly. We'll be doing obviously our pod tomorrow, so that'll be good. Jimmy Farmer wanting to loophole, have Smith and Stone on field in the forward line, and Daniel and Davidson both emergency. Will both scores count? Yes, yep, they'll both count. Yep. Marco Hall still an option, says Marco. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, especially with St Kilda winning. Yep, still an option for sure. Fevelenko, Bevo, a terrible manager of men, nearly pushed McRae out of the AFL, all the other guys to other teams, etc. Yeah, agreed. Yep. Nice stream, Bus, says Ben. Thanks, mate. If I went the Corey Warner trade in, I could probably get Hasty to Lindsay and Hollands or Perryman to a top line premium value. I like that. I like doing that, Brisbane Blood, so I'd probably do that, to be honest. Ben Hayes, to build your channel, you should get viewers on to talk fantasy, but your choice. Oh, it's very hard, Ben, to do it for these watch-alongs because I do it through a stream service and everything like that, so it's a bit trickier, but potentially. Adam Morningstar, OMG, that was scary. Thank you, Godper, for letting us win. Yeah, mate, very, very nice job by Saints after a poor week last week. Brisbane Buds, would the points hit be okay for this week? Although I would back Corey in for a 70. But Simkin could drop a 60. That's the other thing. So Corey Warren just goes close enough. I'd probably do it, but it's up to you. Crazy what Bevo did to McRae tonight, and a great example of what he can still do. Exactly right. So, what a stream, man. Let's have a look actually at my own team. I'll have a quick look at my team. See how we're going. So yeah, Stewart 9, Short 85, Perryman 43, Fraser 75, Trainer 33, Jordan Dawson 134 as captain, Rosie 145, 75 from Day. Still have my 5 other mids to go tomorrow. 107 from DeConing, 62 from Hornbag, 157 from McRae, 69 from Sanders, and then 60 from Davidson on the bench. So still got Roberts, Oliver, O'Driscoll, Ashcroft, Lindsay, O'Sullivan, Sherry, Daniel, and Wicks to come tomorrow. So a few to come still. On 1188 as my score, and I'm ranked 26993. So I'm down nearly 5,000 spots for the round. I think I've still got a lot to come tomorrow, though. So I'm hopeful that I rise a bit. And I think a lot of people would have near 18 scorers. I think I'll rise, but it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, Jack McRae, what a game. 87% time on ground, 35 disposals, 8 marks, 11 tackles. Just a great performance from him. But yeah, not a great round, obviously. Tom Stewart's the big one, unfortunately. God damn it. Injured on 9. Another first quarter injury for Tom Stewart. So how am I looking in the Content Creators Cup now? Because I had Tom Stewart as a unique. Jordox had TDK and Holmes. I think I'll still be okay, but it's going to be interesting. That Rosie 145 is probably what's going to help. I'm not sure if I'll win or not. It'll be interesting to see. It'll probably be pretty close. But that 9 not counting for me is probably going to help. Yeah, so Jordox's lowest score is 60. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see if I can get the job done or not. What a frustrating round. So 125 likes. Now, I don't know if we're going to get the 150 like we did last night, but who knows? We might be able to. If you haven't liked it yet, smash a like. 25 away from 150. AFL Math. Crows beat Saints and therefore beat Geelong. Yeah, well, agreed. We got them around 5 at gather round, so I hope so. Adam Morningstar. Yeah, I got no voice now. Awesome game it was. Oh, there you go. You enjoyed it at least, Adam. Brisbane Bloods, what's your score, Bales, and who do you have to play tomorrow? Okay, yeah, I just read out, so cool. So we're going to talk about Jason on front, says Luke Davies. He's been shit for 2 weeks, but I'm not trading him out. RBL Mobro, I had Rankin, got taken off. To make it worse, I backed Hobbs, who gave me a 40, and Stewart injury. Only upside is I went Day to Rosie. Yeah, at least the trade worked out. Exceptions, I want to know if anyone captained McRae, to be honest. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anyone did out there. 126 likes, we're 24 away from 150. Exceptions, I said it before. RBL Mobro was top 800 last week and about 8K with only powers my unique to play. Marco, Saints have Port and GOS in weeks 4 and 5, and is Sinclair a risk of being tagged in those games? Potentially. That would be the worry. That's actually a good flag. Maybe Nasai's the play, because Sinclair's probably going to be the guy that gets tagged. Exceptions, I thought at least O'Connor would tag him or something. That's why I stayed away today. Brisbane Bloods, my matchup in my paid league is Simpkins, so going against him and hoping for a low score would be good. Moonboy, just for fun, what does Power score tomorrow? 107. Ben Hayes, can we get a Jason Francis acronym for how shit he is? I don't know. Luke Davies, what to do about Ollie Hollands. Trade if you can. 0.2% of the comp, Captain McRae. Yeah, that'd be fantastic if you got that. It's not actually a huge game. It's like, 23 points from Dawson, and it's only 12 points from Rosie. So it doesn't actually matter if you didn't have him cutting, because you're not losing out a lot. It's if you don't own them, that's where it hurts a lot. Luke Davies to who? Luke, it depends on what the rest of your team is. I don't know who's in your team. Have you got Never, O'Driscoll, Lindsay, Ashcroft? I'd be getting those 4. If you've got those 4, then you can maybe look at maybe Lawler if you need cash, or you can go up to a Powell or Petrarca or someone like that. They're talking to Jack McRae as well, so good that he gets the limelight, which is good. Just having fun. Jason Orr Francis. Oh, just free kicks, just with free kicks against. Good on Jack McRae. Really happy for him. Copped all the bloody shit from everyone in the media and everything, and he's come back and he's performed really well. So good on him. 127. We're 23 away from 150. We can hit that. That'd be very, very good. But I'll probably be wrapping up very, very shortly anyway. So any last minute questions you guys have, feel free, because I'm hungry and I want some dinner. So, yeah. This is good for McRae's confidence. 180 next week. I hope so, Ben. I hope so. Yeah, what a game by Jack McRae, though. Really good to see him back in full flight, which is great. That's what we want to see as fantasy coaches. But yeah. Any last minute questions, feel free to ask him away, because we'll wrap up within the next few minutes. McRae predicted to go up 95k according to DFS. Yeah, wow, that's massive. If you don't have McRae, you're in a world of hurt. Probably worse than having Stewart. Rosie or McRae VC next week. I'm probably looking at McRae, but obviously it's got to still look at it all. It's next week, so still a bit to go under the bridge. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm probably going McRae VC and a Dawson personally, but could easily be Rosie and a McRae. I'm looking to trade DP Sampower Pepper. Should I go down to a Kako or Davidson or what? Maybe Davidson if you don't have him, but I don't love trading Kako in. So yeah, look, it's a tough one. See you, Bale says Ben. Catch you later, Ben. Thanks for tuning in once again. Right to 127. So I don't quite think we're going to be able to get 150, because I'm probably going to end the stream now. But you never know. Might get people liking it after. But that'll do it, because I'm hungry. I want to go have some dinner. Just to know who to downgrade Hollands to. Don't like Lawler. Well, Lawler was good today, so you still could downgrade to him. But yeah, it's up to you. But yeah, I think we'll stop it there. Obviously a tougher stream again, but McRae probably saved it in a way and went big. If I didn't have Tom Stewart, it'd be fine, but unfortunately I did. So that's how. See, I've already got Davidson, so how do I swap my players around with that? Oh, look, it's tough. I would have to see your team, to be honest. That's why I said, oh, yeah, look, it's very, very hard. I don't know the rest of your team. I don't know how you'd switch it. I don't know who you got DPP, so yeah, I'm not sure. Send through your team somewhere. Either you can do it on Patreon if you want to become a member. You can do it on Ask Me on Q if you want to use it through there. Hit me up on a social media. Obviously, it's all up on the screen here or in the description. So probably just hit me up there. It'd be a lot easier to see it that way. But yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in for tonight. 128 likes is really good again. That's 3 out of 3 this week for over 100 likes. So appreciate everyone for that. Yeah, obviously Stewart getting injured is bad, but yeah, unfortunately, you just have to move forward with it. But appreciate everyone tuning in. Hopefully your weekend's going okay, but obviously it's tough for a lot of people with fantasy at the moment, so we'll have to keep pushing through. But yeah, we're back tomorrow night for our round review after the last game. So that'll be 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Perth time, reviewing the round. So looking forward to that and chatting through everything. But yeah, so that is what we'll do. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next week for the 3 watch-alongs. But yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow night for our round review. So thank you, everyone, for showing all love and support. And yeah, make sure you join us Patreon if you haven't done that yet. Patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow night. So thanks, everyone. Have a good night. See ya.